And more. Okay, YouTube. So you are being recorded with the second device. That way I can prove if I touched anything or not. Of course, you won't listen to that anyways. It's all AI. And we also are using this object right here that is wood for construction to install doors and windows as a pointing device to point at items in the room. Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome, Mike. Vontae, he say, yo. Welcome, brother. Appreciate y'all coming up. Wheel Gun Thursday, guys. Last Thursday is when they kicked us out. We hope they don't do that again, right? They don't like wheel guns, I guess. What's up, Pez? We got a Vante and a Vonte in the chat. He say, yo. Others says, good evening. Got a hi, a hey. How's y'all doing? How was your day? Got this on the right setting. There we go. Hopefully the YouTube does okay tonight. Last night it froze up on a couple people and I had to restart it if I recall once. It needed an update, so I did an update. Good. How about you, Jerome? Pretty good, actually. Worked till about 2 o'clock today on that construction of that pavilion. He's only available 2 days a week for me to work on that pavilion. So that's all we're able to do. Because he works for the customer of mine that I'm doing that pavilion for. That's the 8x8 legs. He works for the school in the PE department, I think, of some school. Hey, Mr. Stay Dangerous. Welcome, buddy. Double tap that screen. I believe you're subscribed, if I recall. If y'all are new, subscribe. Hey, White Rambo. Welcome, bud. Appreciate you showing up. You say, much love, fam. Thank you. Double tap that screen, guys. You say, fire. Thanks, my friend. Appreciate you. It's Wheel Gun Thursday today. So today, all the wheel guns and all the calibers here that can be shot in those. One of them can shoot 4 different ones in it. I like all revolvers. They be fire. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Last week I posted a video of me shooting that 500. Actually, it was a week and a half ago. And the 460. I haven't posted the 45 Colt there, which is that one with the case hardened. And I haven't posted the 22 mag there. That's a Rough Rider. I do have those yet I need to post. Also, my 45 ACP needs posted, as well as the conversion kit so you can shoot 22s through it. Verret, welcome, buddy. Christopher, welcome to the chat, my friend. Glad you came again. Steve-O, just bought a Ruger 357. You have any? Yes, I do. That one right there is a 357 Ruger. It's called the Blackhawk New. No Anacondas, unfortunately. KJ, welcome to the chat. Double tap the screen, like and subscribe if you aren't. Dare you to EDC the 500 for a week. That would be kind of interesting, huh? I like your revolvers. Thank you, Techno. Could you double tap the screen? Helps with the algorithms of YouTube. Helps with the algorithms of YouTube. 14. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, there's 16. Watch. There's 16 of them. Do I have a 44 mag? I do have a lever action 44, but not a revolver yet. Thanks, CDC. What's your favorite concealed? 2.0 Bodyguard or my 365 SIG? What's the caliber? We got all sorts, buddy. There's plenty of Mr. Z6J. Do you happen to have any of them? 9-shot 12 twos. Remember my uncle having 9-shot 22 pistol. I don't, Beretta. I don't have an 1855 Remington. Nice pew-pews. Thanks, Thomas. Like and subscribe, my friend. Favorite concealed. I mentioned that already. I have older revolvers I got a long time ago that needs restoration. Okay, Alex, what's good? God's always good. What's the caliber of the biggest one? That's a 500 Smith & Wesson. That one's a 460. Bet no one will try to rob this guy. Hey, Levin, what's up? People like and subscribe. What's up, Freedom? Yeah, Magnum Research. Yes, that's Magnum Research here, and it is hand fitted. So yes, it is very high quality. Do you have any handguns? I got a whole bunch of them, buddy. Revolvers there. Today's not handgun day, as in semi-automatic pistol. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have all the semi-autos on the table. Yes, that's a 500 right there, my friend. 500 Smith & Wesson. It's that big old dude right there. So if you see revolver, you're taking it out for a spin, right? Pun intended. Dirt Bike Boy says, hi, hey, welcome back, buddy. Do you have a small 6-shooter? Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them. Let's see. That one's a 6-shooter there. That one's a 6-shooter, right? Let's see, where's my finger at? There. And this one's a 6-shooter. It's a little smaller one. Top brakes. No 460s. Ooh, Smith & Wesson. Yep. Hey, what's up, Jordan? I have Smith & Wesson. There you go. Any Colts? Yes, these two right here are Colt Police Positives. They're from early 1900s. They're Police Positive Specials, 3220, and this one's a 32 Winchester short. No, long, sorry. Smith & Wesson, long, sorry. Got any 500 snub nose? I do not. Have a Ruger 365 Security 6. Heard 357. Do you use rifles? Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them, buddy. Nice rifles. 357, Tim. Let me get my little pointer stick. Right there. Tip of the piece of wood. How much is one of those? Not for sale. Cool, I love you and your guns. Thank you, Techno. Like and subscribe. What's the oldest on the table? Probably that one from 1880s or that one. It's from 1880s. Trevor says, hi. How much is one of these? They're not for sale, buddy. Do you prefer the 460 to 500? So I prefer the 460 because it's a Smith & Wesson, as well as it fits your hand better. If I had a 500 that was a Smith & Wesson brand, I probably would be a toss-up. Trev says, hi again. I have a World War II rifle that my grandpa gave me. I have 2 World War IIs. Yerman, that's that one or this one's the oldest, 1880s. Are you an AR guy? Not really. I do have one right there. Rico says, hi. They for sale? No. What's your oldest gun in general? That one down there. Made in 1840s. Kentucky rifle. Any deltas? Nope. There's a Delton right there. AR. Love your collection. Classics. Thank you. Don't know what's exactly called, though. Can I get a deal, bro? Nothing's for sale, George. Tomorrow's going to be semi-automatic pistol day, guys. So if you want to see semi-automatic pistols out on the table, which includes the MP5, because that's a pistol, it'll be out on the table tomorrow. Like and subscribe. Turn the notifications on, and you'll be able to see them. Don't forget to use the YouTube pointer. It doesn't blow gasket. Yeah. Can you show Colt Peacemaker single? I have a single action armor right there. Colt 45 chamberings made by Cimarron. Case hardened. Western Colt. That one be the similar there. 460 for Bear Country. Yeah, what's the biggest one on your table? The 500 back there, Mr. Trevor. Whoops, my screen fell. It's shut off again. Sorry, guys. I'm going to be behind on the chat. Please have patience. We will try to read every one. We try our best to, unless it's something dumb or stupid. All right, guys. Thanks for those subscriptions. Do you have any deltas? No. I also have a SIG P20. Nice. Any peacemakers? That one right there would be pretty much. What's your biggest gun? That 500 right there. Dang, collection looks great. Thank you, mister. Hermano Samuel, gracias para el bienes. Bien, hermano, bien. ¿Usted? Do you have a Canik Meta MC9? No, I have a Canik TTI Combat and a Meta SFX Signature Series. 45 Magnum? No, I don't. Do you have AMR? Do I have what? Do you have a Colt? Yes, those two right there are Police Positive Specials. Do you have the Cattleman revolver? I don't. I think that one's considered a single action army. Do you have a pistol? Yeah, we got pistols, Omar. What's your favorite gun? On the table of all my revolvers, my favorite is my 460 Smith & Wesson. The next would be my 45 Colt, and then these two Colts here that are actual Colts. Amazing collection. Thanks you. A Browning single shot. Shotgun. Oh, there you go. Colt Police Makers. That one would be the closest to one right there. Double tap, guys. Thank you. No, nothing's for sale, mister. Do I have a 1911? Yes. A lot of people ask that, so that one's pretty much out all the time now. Biggest gun on the table. You already asked that, Krista, I think. It's that 500 right there. MP5. Yeah, MP5 clone right there. Sorry if I'm behind, guys. A lot of people in the chat. Let's see. My dad wanted to buy a normal Glock, but actually bought a Mac 10. That wouldn't be by accident. Yeah, it was Fist and Wicks and Snubba's Performance. Nice. Colt 45 says games. If you live, get taken last week. Yes, it did. It never was able to get back up. The wheel gun Thursday. I never could get it back, Bryson. That's not a handgun. That's for tank fixing. There you go. Have a 22. Yeah, I do. Boom. So this one's a 22 mag, and you can put 22 LRs in it with that cylinder. And then this one's a 22, but that's non-functional. You only have pistols. No, dude, Kyle, I got all sorts of stuff. Lots of rifles in the cabinet, too. Largest handgun I've ever fired for the mag. Man, those back two look fun. They are. Very cool. Thank you, Kaylee. What is your biggest gun? Biggest gun would be my 338 Lapua sniper right there. Where's the 4-inch Smith Model 29? I don't have one. Yes, David. That back one there is a 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum Research. It's hand-built. I'm back, says Jockery. Welcome, buddy. Very nice. This tomorrow. What's your biggest gun? Trevor already answered that. What's the 22 Derringer at? That's a 22. I don't actually have a Derringer 22. AK is right there, Kalashnikov, and that's my AR. Remington 22, nice. Do you have any Deltas? I don't. You asked that 3 times. Please don't ask again. TT Sheep says, do you have a Remington 22? I don't. Well, actually, no, I do. I'm making them. I got 2 Speedmasters. I think they're called 240s. No, 241 and a 24. Now, this is a live I'm here for. There you go, Rocky. Like and subscribe if you could. Armory looks fun. Oh, it is. Do you have a Remington 22? You already asked that. Double tap the screen, everybody. And, guys, can you try to just ask the question once? I try my best to read all of them. No, it takes time. But if you could have a little patience, we'd appreciate it. Thank you. Tiniest gun is actually in there. It's a single-shot 22. TT says, nice. Are you in the hood? Nope. Flintlock? No, that's a percussion cap, Mr. Z6JC. Do you have a musket? Yes, boom. That's a musket on the floor down there. Morning? Hey, what's up, Lil Chris? How many guns do you have? 80 to 100. Do you have a Judge? Keith says, I do not. Do you have an 1879 rifle? I don't, Appalachian. Outside Time says, hi. 520 Dad says, 3D printed. No, they aren't. I don't even have a 3D printer. What's up, Paul? Do you have any MA modded too? I don't. What's your most favorite shotgun? It's behind me, Lil. Right there. Double barrel, 10 gauge, Silverhawk, made in 1960. 32 bore. Yeah, some are 32. Quite a few are, actually. 32, 32, 32, 32, 32 rimfire. So, yeah. DMR? Jesse Muffin. I'm not sure what DMR stands for. Technos is super cool. How many guns do you have? And a guess. 80 to 100. No Desert Eagles. Do you have a Draco with a switchy? Nope. Paul Wick, what up, bro? Any 17s? Yes. Levitantian Pigeon. However you pronounce that. I have a CZ, I think it's a 427, 17 HMR. Do you have a Delta? I do not. How much do you estimate you invested in there? Don't really know, George. AR-15, how much? Not for sale. Hermano, tú tienes balas Tracer. No, I do not. No tiene, Samuel, no tengo una bala de Tracer. Nada. One of the nicest collection to come across on the app. Thank you, Michael. Like and subscribe. Do I have a Kar 98? I do not. That actually is a Turkish Mauser right there, made in Turkey, obviously, in 1938. Lee Enfield or a Springfield. I have a Springfield right there. It is a right there. It's a 1911. Do you have a sniper? Yes, boom. 338 Lapua sniper right there. Ruger Precision. Franco says hi. Paul Wick says, Rambo, what gonna be on the second day? What you mean, buddy? Let me hold one real quick. Unfortunately, we can't. Hey, Hope, welcome back. Holy cow, what's the big rifle in the corner? That one over there? That's a shotgun, a 12 gauge. What's your favorite to shoot? On the table, favorite to shoot would be my 460 right there and my 45 Colt right there. The little 22 Blinkster's nice and 357 mag there is too, but no SMGs. Do you own a pirate gun? No, I do not. Like a blunderbuss? Nah. Nice guns, man. Thank you. Can I have a weapon? Nope. That one can go bye-bye, Mr. HHH. Unfortunately, we don't talk about that stuff here. That's illegal. What's your favorite? So, Abito. My favorite is the 460 Smith & Wesson Magnum right there. It'd be that boy with the little tip on it right there. Authorized personnel, welcome. You've seen Harrington Arms, new comp compressed quick detach system, the Hardcore. I haven't authorized. Good to know, though. I screenshot that one. What's up, Preppery Girl? What do you think of a pair of 45s on the movie Training Day? Practical, yes or no? I've actually never watched Training Day. Unfortunately, for some people, I guess, if they think so. So cool for actively talking to us like this. It really makes me feel like we're in the room with you. I try my best, LL. I like guns. And like I'm not lie. Let's add that one to it. Right, Hexa? Do you have any double trigger shotguns? Yes, Chase, I have a whole bunch of them. So those two in the corner I'm slowly restoring. They're double trigger. All these are double triggered. And that's double trigger 10 and that's a double trigger 16 Zastava. MP5 right there, buddy. It's an MP5 clone with MP5 internals. All the inners are from there. Most expensive would be to replace the 338 Lapua sniper rifle. No Shotgun Club. Well. You sound like Ammo Alchemist there. Welcome, No Shotgun Club. Favorite revolver is that one, dude. The 460. You must have not heard me earlier when you asked. All I have is a Marlin 33 lever action. Dad taught me to shoot at 51 now. Nice. Mine looks like a Marlin. It's right there, but it looks like a Marlin 336. But it's a Rossi Rio Grande, they call it. I've had that since 2013. Do you have any MP7s or AS50s? Nope. What's your favorite? The revolvers, that way back one, the 460. Hope's back. Welcome, buddy. Or ma'am, sorry. What is pistol on table? Last right side. That one? That's a Black Widow North American Arms. I think that's what they call them. It's the Black Widow 22 mag. What's going to be on the second day? Techno, what are you meaning? Clarify. You asked that before, and I asked to clarify. Do you mind clarifying it? Thank you. Hopes is back. Welcome back. You don't need all this for hunting. Be a man and unalive animals with bare hands. I want to see a video of you doing that, Draco. Okay? No archery. No. My favorite is my BT99 Trap double barrel set. Love my sporting guns. Nice. Do you have a double trigger shotgun? Chase, I already answered that, and I showed them to you, too. Ahora estoy un poco enferme. Tengo gripe. Ah, Samuel. Lo siento, hermano, para su enfermo. Ah. Enfermedad no es bueno. Do you sell ammo? Sell ammo? No, we don't. What's the AK? The AK is a Kalashnikov. 7.62 by 49. For wheel, no cap. Bussin'. Yeah. Kimbers? No, I don't have any Kimbers. Got a double trigger shotty. Nice. Do you have an FNC? I have an FN57, but not an FNC. Do you have the new laser rifle? No, I do not. Mr. Steven. Public says, can you show the ammo page desert? Oh, Paige, you're funny. Over here? Red Hayward, welcome. Alexander, how are you? I'm sorry I just stumbled on the National Card Armory. No, you didn't. I just using my mom phone. Okay. Best revolver and why? So, Storytelling Kid. My favorite revolver, just so, is my 460 Magnum here by Smith & Wesson. It's just fun to shoot. It's kind of more expensive, obviously, to shoot. It's fun. My next would be the 45 Colt and then the 357 Magnum. That 357 Magnum is a Blackhawk Ruger, and that's a Cimarron, like a cattleman single-action army look. No Z6 JC, no MP7s or AS50s. Josh, the AK-47 is a Kalashnikov. You already asked that. Biddy says, hi, hello. Do I got an AR-15, says Jeremiah? Yes, a Delton right there, my friend. In the UK, you will lose your firearms license if you have ammo and 3D printed on same premises. I think they're make it loss restricting. Dude, I don't have any 3D printers. I mean, obviously I got ammo. It's right there. How else do you defend yourself if you can't keep them together, bro? Well, that's going to be on the second day. Techno, I keep asking you, what do you mean second day? Please clarify. Thank you. My dad's signing around. Nice, Nicolette. I have a white-tailed deer planned mid-November and a bear in the spring. Winchester Mod 94, 33, my best rifle. Nice. Do you have a Luger? I do not. We wish, brother. You ever play Red Dead Redemption 1 or 2? I haven't. P7 says hi. Hi to you. Do you have a C96? I don't think so. My shoulder hurts. Sorry, Cookie. Ryan Vasquez had a Taurus Small 65. Bought it for $200 in private deal. Nice. Today we was broke. Oh, buddy. Needed cash. Sold it for 160. What do you think? Should I have just kept it? I loved it. Nice revolver. I've never shot a Taurus revolver that I know of. Do you have a flintlock? No HJ. Welcome, Muhammad. I have a it kind of looks like a flintlock. It's down there. It's a cap and ball Kentucky rifle. Biddy says hi again. Jockery, welcome back. I love the old Colts. Yeah, these two right here are actual Colts. Cookie Dog says hi again. My shoulder hurts. He says that again. HJ, I just answered that about the flintlock. Do I have a 300 Magnum? I don't, David. I have a 338 Lapua Magnum sniper right there. It's made by Ruger Precision. I hate power snatches. I'm not sure what that is. HJ already answered that. Best caliber. For a revolver, I would say 357 Magnum 38 Special plus piece. The other day after tomorrow. You mean like what's tomorrow's? Semi-automatic pistol. Techno. Tomorrow's semi-automatic pistol day. Dual 500s. I don't have two 500s. I have a 460 right there and a 500 there. I would probably shoot this one one-handed, but that one, the way the grip is, it might fly out of my hand, even though I got good grips. Mr. Janero Vasquez, hola, he says. He must be from Brazil. If I got a restricting order, do I have to surrender all my guns or just the ones they know about? I have no idea. Terrible times. The one and only Emmett says, hi, do I have a C96? You already asked that, Z6JC, and I said no. Friendly good stream. Thank you, N7RO-R0E. Pez says, have you ever uttered, do you feel lucky, punk, for shooting the 460? I never have. Rico, what type of AKs do I have? I have a Kalashnikov, just one. AK-47, 7.62x39. Blue Tick, hey, welcome back. He says, good evening. Same to you, buddy. Beautiful Earth, welcome back. Spear hunting for grizzly is ultimate hunt. That'd be cool. Biddy says, do you carry? Yes, we have constitutional carry here in Arizona. 2.0 Bodyguard Smith & Wesson and my P365 SIG. Are any of them Colt Pythons? No, I do have two Colts right here. That's a Colt Police Positive Special. That is as well. Both early 1900s. That's chambered in 32 Smith & Wesson long, and that 3220 Winchester centerfire. That one's a special variant. It's kind of a special collectible. Know your ammo setup for the night desert. Oh, there! Sorry, no wonder you said picture or something. Do you have 300 mag? No, you asked that already, David. 357's here. Yep, it's out. Nighty night. See you, buddy. Dexter said hi. Hello, are you doing? I'm doing great. Here, Verret says, what's the difference between 357 Magnum and 38 Special? Here, I'll show you here shortly. So, obviously, 357 Magnum is a Magnum round. And 38 Special is pretty much like the dumbed-down version. I'll show you a difference in size. So, we've got these two different sizes right here. 357 Mag, 38 Special. So, if you want a lighter recoiling, whatever you call it, recoiling, there we go. Like my dad will shoot the 38 Specials, but not the 357 mags because it's harder on his elbows and wrists. So, yeah, there's the difference. Hopefully that helps. Z6JC. Unfortunately, you have asked that question 4 times. You got to go. Brock Mayo says, what's up? Hello. What's your favorite revolver? The 460 back there. Do you have rifle 400? I do not. Never mind. It's okay, dude. Oh, no worries. Love your guns, bro. Thank you. No 4570s. Not yet, buddy. Freddie says, hi. What's your favorite revolver? Jack, I already said that one. 460 in the very back. Smith & Wesson. What's your biggest revolver? A 500 right there. You shouldn't have guns. Why not, Jack Mundy? What's wrong with you? Why can't we have guns? Holy moly, look at all them meat grinders. Oh, boy. I don't have a Nagant revolver. They're kind of hard to find. they're not very reliable as well. Let's see. The United Kingdom has, most part, prescribed self-defense of most types. Best cal is one you can't afford to shoot. Oh, the 460? I have dies to load my own. I just need to get the lead for it yet. Favorite gun, Juan Romeo. I don't really have a favorite of everything, but what's my favorite on the table of my revolvers would be the 460 right there, Smith & Wesson, and my favorite semi-automatic is straight down there, TTI Canet Combat. 32 well represented classic. Yes, quite a few of 32s in there. Guns are bad. Jack, unfortunately, you got to go. Favorite gun, Romeo, we already answered that. Do you have a rifle 22? I got a whole bunch of them. Do you have a 350 revolver? No, I don't, Mr. Jack. Will you shout me out? Brack Mayo! Shout out to Brack Mayo! Cool Dog says, hi, I'm back again. What's your favorite gun? I already said that, Romeo. You asked it 3 times already, and I answered it. Milled or stamped receiver? On the AK, it's stamped. What you sell on nice guns? Nothing for sale. No 44 mag revolvers. I do have a 44 mag lever action right there. Whoops, I need my stick. Where you at? And then that shoots 223 right there, my friend, Mr. Mayo. Yo, says Parker, welcome back. You ever shoot the spur trigger revolver? That I have is 22 mag. Not this one because it's actually broken. It's just a wall hanger. And that one right there is a 32 rimfire spur hammer or trigger. That one I don't have ammo for, so not that one either. Jack, Wendy, why do you breathe? Yeah, there you go. Wendy, welcome back. Juan Romeo, you have asked that question 4 times what my favorite gun is, and I have answered once. Don't ask it again, please. Hey, if you have a medical marijuana card, are you allowed to own a gun for any reason? Nick, I have no idea. Talk to your local authorities. What about Smith & Wesson Model 29? I don't. Nice, did you restore these yourself? I didn't do any restoration to any of these that I know of. No, I didn't restore any of these. They're original. Favorite gun. Okay, Mr. One, you're going adios. You asked that 6 times, I think. You're out of here, unfortunately. Ronnie says, as an Aussie, I'm so jealous of your First and Second Amendments. Thank you. I wish other was like this. You do have a 38 bank teller. No, I don't have one of those, I don't think. 3220 Winchester centerfire, correct? Yeah, that's what that one is right there. I also have a lever action in that, which is my favorite lever action. Right there. Chat flying tonight. 240 live. Yeah, it's quite a bit. What's your favorite gun on the table? The 460, buddy. Mr. Jack, right there. It's a 338 breakdown short. I do have top brakes that are 38 shorts. There's 2 of them on the table. The Ivor Johnson and Cycle Works right there, and the Police Safety Allen and Hopkins right there. They're both top brake 38 shorts, which would be that booger right there. Right there, mate. Let's see. I got a Ruger New Army 457 black powder and hand cannon. Wow, nice, Jim. 44 mag. Mans, you must have not heard me answer that earlier. I don't have it in a revolver, but I do have it in a lever action right here. It's a Winchester lever action. What happened to your thumb? Oh, back in June, I messed it up. Veretta, you're welcome. Mr. Spong says, is there a bullet that has a glass top or tip? I don't think so. Do you have a Smith & Wesson Model 29? I don't, Terminator. Triton says, hi. Hey, bud. Mans, you asked that 3 times. I answered it twice. Please don't ask if I have a 44 mag again. Breathing can be dangerous. Yeah, if it's underwater. Do you own any Winchesters? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the 4 Winchesters. I have a single shot 22 in there. And we have a 10 gauge lever action 1901. Made in 1901 right there. 357 Grizzly Dropper. Probably would get him out with some hot rounds. I got some 899 foot-pound pressures for that. Someone said, don't shoot him in that. I said, oh, it's the new version. It won't blow up. They're like, oh, I thought it was an old one. Do you have Smith & Wesson Model 29? I don't, Terminator. Please don't keep asking it. Nice collection. Lucas says, love you, thanks. Love my collection. Jefferson says, hi. Love your firearms, says Lucas. Thank you. Got to keep them old Dracils away. Quadril. I don't even know what old Dracils are. I forget. Cool Dog says I'm back. I have 10 NATO ARS. 55623. Nice smoke. Remember me? You first over for the 16H. I remember a Hunter. I remember Hunter, but I don't know what the 16H is all about. But I remember Hunter. Yeah. Jesse, welcome back. What is the best from all those revolvers on the table? The best that I like, Mr. Jesse, is the 460 Smith & Wesson, then my 45 Colt Cimarron, and then my 357 Magnum Ruger. Those are all BB guns. Epic, they aren't. Terminator, you have asked like now 6-7 times if I have a Model 29 Terminator. You've asked it about 7 times. You unfortunately need to go. Still love your 1911. Yes, that is right there. Remember in 1977, Ruger came out with a Security 6 3.7. They were about 120. I bought 2 of them. Excellent guns. Now they're worth a whole bunch. Yes, that's a 357 right there, buddy. Tip of my gun, Mr. Cool. No Tauruses, Meslada. Let's see here. Yes, they're real. Gaming. Isaac Gaming. Do you sell guns? I do not. Any shotguns? Yes. No Judge 410 45. Shotgun there. We got 3 pumps in there. 2 double barrels there. A bolt action there. A whole bunch of double shotties. Double barrel, single shot. Or that's a lever action. Single shot. And then 2 single 9mm rim fires. How much is 44 mag? Nothing's for sale. Let's see here. Are they real? You already asked that. Yes, they are. That guy's a, what do you call it? Desert Eagles. No, we don't have any. Have you ever seen them 410 long guns revolvers? I have. I've seen one with a barrel about from here to there, maybe? About 7 inches, 8 inches. Do you have a SIG 9mm? I do. I have SIG M80 9mm and a 365 9mm. Wash your hands. Yep, we did. Are those bullets live on the table here? Yeah, they are. Yeah, I see a 500. Yes, you do, Ricky. That one right there is. That one's a 460. 556, Crazy Boy. You've asked that already before. Right there. I like your collection. Thanks, Martin. Glass bullets sound like a war crime. Yeah, I know, right? Beautiful says, I love my 460. Just have to change the brake if I shoot lead. Yeah, mine has the same. Like for hard cast bear loads. No 4570 BSR. A Red Blood American. Do you have a 41 Magnum? I do not. Do you have a snub nose 357 Nevada ass? Nope. Rum SSS is snub nose revolvers. Do you have? That's a snub nose there, and this one would be considered a snub nose. They're both 32 Smith & Wesson shorts, 32 shorts right there. That little booger. Right there, mate. Most nostalgic revolver? Probably the 45 Colt right there, my friend. What snub nose revolvers you got? I already answered that one. What is the biggest cartridge you have? I have a 500 Smith & Wesson for revolvers. It's right there. Today's revolver wheel gun Thursday. Cody says, how many guns you got? I don't know, somewhere between 80 and 100 maybe. No 45 Win Mags, Jesse. What's your personal preference, Micro 9 or 380 every day? I actually carry both, Shinobi, depending what day I want to carry. Sometimes I have the 9mm, sometimes my 380. 45 Colt, I can't remember. Yes, that's a 45 Colt right there. Do you have a snub nose? You already asked that. Nevada, already answered it. Cody, he has a gun, he has and nothing else. There we go. Personally, I think I'm moving to the U.S. to own a Winchester lever. There you go. Rum Mess. I have 2 snub nose. It's a H&R, and that's an H&R. They're both 32 Smith & Wesson shorts. Is that a 500 Win Mag? Ricky, 3 times now. You asked that, and I've told you 3 times. Okay, that's enough. No more asking if I got a 500. What's your favorite 38 special? I only have one. The 357 Magnum here shoots 38 specials. Nope, don't have a JDJ. I think Kentucky Ballistic is one of the only ones you have. Best concealed carry revolver? Hobo, I'm not sure. Never concealed carried a revolver. How many guns you got? Cody, between 80 and 100 maybe. Subscribe to your channel. Thanks, Nevada. Carter says, sweet. Like and subscribe, guys. Do you have a hunting rifle? Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them. These lever actions would work. I got hunting rifles that are bolt actions in there. Ricky, come on, man. Are you trying to spite me? Like, for reals. Why do you keep asking if I have a 500 of them? I'm putting you in timeout. I'm going to keep you in here, but we're putting you in timeout for a minute, okay? What's your favorite gun? Of what's on the table, Joe, is the 460 Smith & Wesson. Do you ever tuck them into your holster like it's a little bed and just give a little kiss goodnight? Korean, I never done that. High standard double nine, don't have that. Ever use them? Carter, yes I do. I shoot almost every single one. I like the revolvers that shoot 38 and 37. Me too, Dello. Like and subscribe. Can I see the cartridge of the 500? Yeah, I'll pick it up here. Give me a bit. Turn it over here so they don't think I'm touching the gun. So those two big ones are these. So we've got a 500 on the right, or the left, I mean. And the 460 is a longer and skinnier. That's on the left. Those are my two big irons. There they are right there. This is a 500, and this one's a 460. All right. Put me up. What you mean, buddy? Micah? I would like to see a couple of double barrels up close. Do they have rabbit ears? Yes, they do. All of them, but on the rack, all of them but one. All right, so those two in the corner have bunny ears. That one doesn't. All these have rabbit ears. And those two do not have rabbit ears because they're modern. The single shot does neither, nor that single shot. The pump does neither, or the lever action doesn't. Do you have any hunting rails? Kay, yes, I got a whole bunch of them. No pythons, unfortunately, endorser. I have a short 357. I need to buy his big brother, the 44 mag. Nice, Mr. Smoke. Zeus, be patient. I'll get to everyone. Yep. Hey, Phoenix, what's up? Are you from Arizona, Mr. Phoenix? I'm from southern Arizona. My favorite piece, Phoenix, on the table would be my 460 Smith & Wesson. Next would be my 45 Cimarron Colt. Then the 357 Magnum. And then probably these two actual Colt police positives. I shoot and collect. What up, Mercy? Beautiful cylinder guns. Thank you, Mr. Bleep in your hand. Okay, interesting. Do not spam and repeat. We try not to. Shinobi, what's up? What's your best gun choice in order? Kimber, 9mm, Sug 9mm, compact, Smith & Wesson 9mm compact. My favorite semi-automatic gun, I think that's what you're asking, is my Canik TTI Combat right there. That's my favorite 9mm. It's a full size. What's the smallest gun you own? Thunderbird, it's in this case right here. It's a single shot, what do you call it? 22. It's my oldest gun and most valuable. Do you have or most rare, do you have a Glock? Fred, thank you for your service, by the way. You have on there Fred Marines. Right there, Glock 20. Appreciate your service, Fred. How many round in your pump action allowed to carry here in North America, or Northern Ireland, only allowed 3. If you're target practicing, you can take the plug out and have all the way filled. If you're hunting, you need to have 3 total. 1 in the chamber, 2 in the barrel. Or 1 in the barrel, 2 in the cylinder, or whatever you want to call it, the tube. There we go. Double tap the screen, guys. Thank you. What do you do to help with rust? Marlon, thankfully, I'm in southern Arizona, and it's dry enough here. I don't have to worry about rust. What's your revolver on the right side, second from the bottom? That's a little 22 with rosewood handles. Mr. Steven, get the revolver that shoot 38 and through 7. Nice, Dello. The rust, Marlon, the rust. Matt Lemex says, what's the best vintage pocket revolver you own? I wouldn't call that one a pocket, so I wouldn't say that. Maybe that one? That's the first revolver I ever bought when I was like 21, 22 at a pawn shop. It shoots this little booger right there. The 32 Smith & Wesson short. It also does shoot 32 ACPs. They're a little hot for it, though. Hey, Tomahawk, yes, 357 Magnum is right there. It also shoots the 38 Specials. It's a Ruger Blackhawk. Warren, he's in the bone dry state of Arizona. We're definitely warmer now. Mark Magnum, yes, I have a whole bunch of those. I got, let me see here. Those are rabbit ears, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rabbit ear shotguns. All 12 gauges, but that one's a 10. Is that a 32 Police Colt? It is, Nathan. Good eye. It's a 32 Smith & Wesson long. It's a police positive. Early 1900s. The one next to it is a police positive 3220. It's actually a special variant, that one. No 357 Bushmasters. I've heard of it. That's an interesting one. I don't think I've heard of that one, Tracy. Blue Tick says, nice. I seen one today with 28-inch barrel at Firearm outlet. I might buy one tomorrow. What was it exactly, Blue Tick? That was a 28-inch barrel, a shotgun? Shindobi says, nice. I have a Kimber Micro 9, and I'll buy a SIG 3A compact for every day. Nice. What ARs do you have? I only have one caliber right there. Delton. Is that big iron on the back? NCR Trooper, yes. So that is a 500 Smith & Wesson, and that one right on top there is a 460. Do you have an AK-47? They're called, they're not really called assault rifles. That's the liberals calling them that, Fred. AK-47, 7.62x39. You have a high standard 009. I don't. War Sentinel, no. What's up, Herrera? Any Browning VLR? Nope. Ali, he said, hey. Makes sense. I live 10 minutes off of Pacific Coast, so it's constant fight. Do I have a 500? It says Moto Skater. Yes, right there. 500 Smith & Wesson. It's a Magnum Research hand-built. Have you shot the 32 Smith & Wesson? This one here? Or that? Yeah, I have. Well, it shoots 32 Smith & Wesson shorts. That does. I have shot that a lot of times. This is a 32 Smith & Wesson long, but it shoots a Colt, which would be that little boy right there. Or it's a Colt gun, but it shoots Smith & Wesson 32 long right there. Let's see. Do you have a Barrett 50? I don't, Nevada. That's a 338 Lapua sniper rifle by Ruger Precision. Hey, what's up, Ben Rad? 400, my favorite. Hey, it's mine too, or 460. It's my favorite revolver too, Ben Rat. You're welcome. What's the most expensive piece you got on the table? Actually, it's that 460 I paid the most for. Wheat guns, really? You ever shot a 500 Hunt Forever or the 460? If you haven't, I don't know what you're talking about. Time out. What's up, Glock? I'm from Brazil. Welcome. Do you have a 32 long? Steven, right there's a 32 long. Yeah, I got a 30-30 Winchester with peep sights. No, my 30-30 is a scope on it. It's a Rossi Rio Grande. It looks like a Marlin 336. Is that a big iron? Yes, NC Trooper it is. Hey, what's up, Diesel Swap Civic? Do you have any experience with 460 Marlin? I have not. I liked your videos as well. Thank you, Nevada. Do you prefer a separate holster for your gun and mag? Well, if I'm carrying extra mags, I would, Mr. Nevada. Or Sinobo. What's your favorite gun you own? Not necessarily just what's out. I have certain criterias, Joe, like what's my favorite revolver, my favorite bolt action, my favorite shotgun, favorite semi-auto, favorite lever. De una salva para Brazil. Felipe, gracias para vienen. Not for sale. Yep. Thaddeus Bautista says, wow. Natalia? I forget. Natalia. Natalie? There, maybe that's how it's pronounced. Natalie. How can you complain with all these guns? You have an awesome collection. I don't think I'm complaining. I didn't think so. 460 gang. Yep, there's a 460 right there. Got 350 Legend. I do not. Which gun bit your nail? That actually was two rocks that hit it real hard. It looks like a Grand Thumb, but it's not. That happened in June, and it's almost grown out. I'm like 38. Okay. No M4A1s. Nope, Thaddeus, we do not. Eastern Washington says, hi, Zeus. He's catching up in the chat. Yeah, barely. He is not. Killing a train with a 500. Oh, might be able to. No Derringers, no. Hey, Eastern, what's the best home defense weapon you have? Oh, probably a shotgun with number 9 buckshot and a 10 mil or 9 mil. Tomahawk says, hi. Welcome, buddy. No Derringers, Natalie. I bet Sid. I've been Sid that before you responded. Okay, there you go. Any Turkish guns? Yeah, I have a Turkish Mauser right there. I have a TTI Combat Canik right there. We have another Meta SFX Signature Series sketch right there. And then we have the one up above it is a double stack 1911 Thesis Night Stalker. AR's right there, Mr. Jeff, right there. Way before you responded. Well, can't have this collection in my country or in New York. Some you probably could, but most not, unfortunately. Near me out. Vaporon? I don't know who that is. Let's see. Jeff, remember he has a Delton. Do you have a Barrett 50 cal? Nevada, you did ask that. I don't think you heard me, though. I have a 338 Lapua sniper rifle right here. I don't have a 50 BMG. I do have a 50 caliber, as in the 500 is a 50 caliber. It's made for killing trains. It's for killing tanks. Favorite hunting cartridge? Diesel swap. Probably 270 or 3030 is what I'm going to plan on using. Ricky probably does to all your friends, or how many respond? Probably do to all your friends. What you mean, Ricky? Got any derringers? Natalie, you have asked that 3 or 4 times now. I said no both times. Like and subscribe. What's up, Drew? Naz Drew. Brazilian Life. Welcome, Philippe again. Steven. Hey, welcome back. Just sub. Thanks, Smoke. I have a Kimber 9 micro. Do you think that's a good everyday carry? Shinobi, I think so. Do you know World War II some machine factories made the most firearms in the U.S.? Sure, it's because the machinery was almost the same. Pretty interesting. Yeah, I did hear about that. Phoenix, you're in Glendale. Okay. I have some friends up the 51 and some other friends outskirts of Phoenix. Got a SIG M17. I have an M18, Phoenix. Okay, Natalie, you are going bye-bye. You have asked that 5 times, I think, if I have a Derringer. You same law with shotgun plug. Don't that forgot. Yes, Arizona has that, or 2, U.S. Smoke, gaming, cardboard boxes work good for fight rust. 25s. Do I have any 25s out right now? I don't. I don't have a 25 revolver. That'd be kind of cool, Jacob. Or Jakes. Jesse says, I know this is a dumb question, but do you own a rocket launcher? I do not. Caplux says, wow, World War II. I have some World War II, yes. Mosin Nagant right here. 303 British. This is a Mauser that's from 1938 from Turkey. And then I have a Cold War SKS Norinco. And I have one Cold War pistol in there. It's a Tuckerov CZ52. 760 by 25. What's the second lever action from bottom? The second one, meaning this one, that is a Model 92 chambered in 32 Winchester centerfire hex barrel made in 1895. That's my favorite lever action I own. It's got a little peep set on it too. Mr. 2R loaded. Thoughts on $20 for home defense? Little true, a little light for that. No AA-12 smoke. Nope. No AA-12s. Let's see here. 410 revolvers. Nope. 44, 45, 500 mag. I don't have any 44s. You already asked, I don't know how many times I've ever 500 Magnum, Ricky, so you already know that. And then a 45 right there. That 45 Colt can also shoot 45 ACPs if I put that cylinder in. I'm a Ronaldo fan. AK-47, yes we do, right there. If you got a 22 for home defense, just make sure you use the whole clip, the whole magazine, not a clip. RPG, welcome. He say hi. He's only 76 back. He was 130 back. It's probably changed now that I typed it out. AK-47, I already said where it was. Thoughts on Hellcat? I think they're really nice. Awesome, you a legend. Thank you, Rogers, as well. I am Rolando. You have asked that 3 times. I have an AK-47. I already answered you. I actually started a right-wing militia. Uh-oh. Nice collection. Love them all. Thank you, Melody. My weapon of choice in Vietnam was Nike Hercules. Interesting, Mark. Any suggestions for a good break-open wheel gun? Ruger. Get a Ruger. If you can afford a Smith & Wesson, get a Smith & Wesson, Mr. Fox. What a fox. What's your highest caliber? Roger. The 500 Smith & Wesson and then a 460. Follow God says hi. Amen. Yes, follow God. How are you not tired? I am a little tired. No Desert Eagles, Junio. Next best thing is a 50 cal. Don't have one of those. Well, that's a 500, so it is a 50 cal. George says hi. Welcome, buddy. My Magnum Industries Micro 380 got a cracked frame with almost 1,000 rounds. Oh, sorry, Chris. Don't see a Glock. That's because it's over here. Glock 2010 mil. Do you have a revolving rifle? I don't, Militia. Yes, I have a 357 Magnum Holden. Right there. Ruger Blackhawk New. Favorite gun out of them, Mr. Drew, is the 460 Smith & Wesson right there. Got any 22 TCMs? I don't, Kent. There's one at my local gun and pawn. It's like a 1911 version. Let's see. Thanks for the 20 advice. You're welcome, buddy. Yeah, I got a 357 Magnum Blackhawk. You said it shoots 30 specials too. It does, yep. What's your favorite 957? I don't even know what that is, Corbin. What's your favorite shotgun? Thunderbird. That double barrel 10 gauge. It's a Beretta Silverhawk made in 1960. What's your highest caliber? Roger, it would be my 10 gauges for shotguns, and for pistols or revolvers, it would be the 500 Magnum. Home Defense 38. Put plus P's in it, Michael, if you're going to do 38s. YouTuber alert, that guy needs to get out of here. Bye-bye. I'm looking for something that's not going to blow my ears off. Best shotgun in 12 gauge, Dragon Breath. Yeah, you might get in trouble, though, Michael, if you use that for self-defense. Best home defense guns, says the kid Ducks and Sheep. Shotguns in 10 or 9 mils. Ricky says, how much you spend on all ammo? Don't know, buddy. Tomahawk says, a little true. 22 or 17 would be the lowest, but I would use more than one round for rifles than handgun. Okay. No spam, says Zeus. Yep. Jordan says, my brother had that. The coat right there is inside a coat 38. Nice. The kid with the ducks is high. Meyer says, I've been looking for a street sweeper. Any leads you can give me? The only one I've ever seen on sale or was online, an auction had it for sale. Roger says, hi again. Blue Ticks is sweet. How many rounds you got on the Canic? The TTI Combat, probably like 3,000, 2,000. Probably 1,500 to 2,000. And then my Signature Series Sketch Canic, I probably have maybe 300 through it. That 38 revolver smooth. These aren't 38s. That would be it. Shoots 357 Magnums too. Looking for a Ruger 1022, semi-auto rifle and 10 round mag, 25 round. There you go. Says a little true. Jordan Mueller says the back one. That's a 500. That's a 460, buddy. Mr. Jordan Mueller. Maybe 380. Yeah, 380. Get a 2.0 Bodyguard if you're getting a 380. A Smith & Wesson. Favorite carry gun, Jason Cruz. I use a 2.0 Bodyguard 380 and a 365 SIG. Jerome is way behind on chat. Please do not respond. Repeat questions. Thank you, buddy. Sawyer Spell. What caliber is the big BFR? That's a 500 Sawyer Spell. Glock 20, yes. How do you feel about double cylinder revolvers? I have a 45 LK and 45 CP. John C. That one's a 45 Colt, and if I put that cylinder in it, it's a 45 ACP. Love it. Myers already answered that about the Street Sweeper. Got 2 Smith & Wesson revolvers, 44 mag and a 357. Nice, Kyle. Can't catch guns on lives. Nope. Do you like the 45 ACP for self-defense? It'd work pretty good. Put some good old hollow points. Sawyer, that's a 500 over there. Why is your account flagged? You're doing nothing wrong. It's not flagged right now, Robert. Jerome isn't used to people being in other streams where not every piece will respond. Yeah, I respond to everything if I can. Charles, yes, we have a 38 right there. It's a 357 mag, 38 special. What sort of price tag are on the Ruger out in USA? They're not for sale, Michael. Diesel, they started making the Piety Great Western 2 and 9 mil. They seem nifty. I want to get a 9 mil cylinder for my 357 mag. That'd be nice. Come on, peeps, like and subscribe. This dude definitely deserves it. Real talk. I try my best, Mr. Drew. Let's see here. Do you like triggers of FG42? Never shot one at Vero. What red dots do you recommend for a Kimber Micro Dot? Kenobi. Probably some type of... I'm a Vortex guy, so some type of Vortex or something. Do you have a Winchester 22 mag lever action? I don't, Tomahawk. Mine's a 22 LR. Question was asked, wasn't answered right away, probably because it was all the friends in the outside of the group. And questions asked, answered 20 minutes later. Whatever, man. 69 caliber black powder per chance. Nope. Nix is high. Michael Melter says, does he own a rocket launcher? I do not. Or a tank? No. Pop out rock out bars. There you go, Dallas. Welcome, buddy. Hell yeah. How expensive it is for all the lever actions you have? These over here? I don't know, actually. Dallas says hi. Gunnerman says, hey, what's up? Hey, Gunner, what's up? Y'all have a good night. Sleep well. Everyone stay free. Keep safe. Y'all great weekend. Thanks, Blue Tick. Do you know if they make any 45 lever action guns? They do. Is it Bear Creek Arsenal makes one? I forget. Yeah, you just answered my question. 500. Yep. Any Tarsus, good revolvers? Some are, Jessica. Welcome, by the way. Jesse says, do you own any full autos? I do not. Probably 35 minutes later. I doubt it because I've only been on 54. Love YouTube streams. What are all these pistols doing there? They're being showed to you. No Vipers. NAN 21. Nunya, welcome back. What's the skinny DAAM? DAAM. Not even sure what that is, my friend. Do you use small pistols like Walther? I have Walther P22. Is that a sale? Nothing's for sale. I like guns. There we go. Yeah, I need some more people in here. El Picho, what's up? Are those new revolvers? No, there's some newer, some older. If you ask a question, he will get to you. Just be patient. So while you wait, enjoy looking at the beautiful collection of wheel guns. Thank you, Eastern. Tonight's nuts. Yeah, it is. Hey, Pat. Welcome, buddy. We need your help. There's a lot of trolls in here. Seuss is on his toes. Making a scout gun rifle in Remington 700 3.6. Should a good Magpul stock. Hey, 417 outdoors. I like wood stock, so I wouldn't mess with it if it was a wood. But hey, each their own. Riley says, hi, it's me again. Welcome back. Thanks, Pat, for trying to set up Freedom Tubes. Yeah, there we go. Diesel Swap says 2.0 bodyguard triggers are some of the worst I've felt. Really? Mine's really nice. Mine's a 2.0, and it's great. Yes, that's a 500 Magnum 847 Globe. Carter says, how are you? I'm a little out of breath almost. What did I join? A live that has guns. What's up? I joined. Hey, Doom Guy. Revolvers never jam. Yep, perfect. Oh, I didn't know that. Viper, King Cobra. AN and 21. They're two different guns. One's a semi-automatic, one's a revolver, so I really couldn't compare the two. 847 Global says, any 41 Magnum single actions? No. Giovanni says, do you have a Smith & Wesson Model 29? I do not. What's your favorite gun? Carter. Pat says, hey, guys, if you're a moderator, I probably will not read yours, if that's okay. It's no slam on you. I'm just trying to get through them. Walter Crease says, hey, good evening. Hey, buddy. Let's see. Opinions on Smith & Wesson Model 193 357. Eli. Never seen that one, probably. 45 Colt Lover actions are awesome. Yeah, they are. Do you have a favorite gun? Doom. My favorite on the table is the 460 right there, Smith & Wesson. 460 Magnum. Eat cookies, lose weight. Yeah. Do I have 40 tongue twister? 4 AK-47. Yes, right there, Mr. Kaylee Wharton. Sorry, guys, my brain's going down in my nails trying to get all these read. Do you only have 10 and 12 gauge, or do you get a 16? I have a 16. I have a 410 and 2 9mm rim fires. And the 16 gauge is Zastava double barrel. Look at my videos, guys. I have videos of shooting all those. Compensated 44 Smith & Wesson underneath the rule of single action. There's no 44 Magnums out here, Mr. Global. Desert Armory and more. Oh, Nunya. I'm sorry. Do you mind just calling me Desert Nunya? It makes it way easier, because I thought maybe you're saying like a single action army, how they do SAAM or SAAA or whatever. Just call me Desert Nunya. Thank you. Ruger. Yes, that's a Ruger right there. 357 Magnum. Anti says hi. Stephen says hi. Was there a revolving rifle ever made? Yes, there was a few of them. Sinisters. Let's see. I'll trade a Desert Eagle for 58 or a Tommy gun for 500 Magnum, says Ricky. Anyone like and subscribe, Jerome? Thank you, buddy. Do you go hunting much? We have a white-tailed deer, Mr. Drew, coming mid-November. We have a bear coming in the spring. I just did dove. We have quail coming here shortly. Janelle, welcome. Ricky says the time is 10:07. It's 7:11 where I am. Anti, most powerful weapon I have for a pistol is the 500 Smith & Wesson right there. What calibers are the two bottom right? 22 LR, 22 Magnum. Says Kaliba Khan. Yoda, what's up? Do you like guns? Yeah, you know I do. Do you have a 45 caliber revolver? I got two of them. The 460 Smith & Wesson is a 45 caliber technically. Shows the 45 Colt right here, and that's a cylinder for a 45 ACP that I can switch them out. Mexico Boy says, hi, what's your thoughts on Model 904 compensated Taurus? Global, I haven't shot many Tauruses, I don't really know. Do you go on the range often? I shoot at in the desert. Trex, no Desert Eagle. Yes, Owen, that's a 500 Smith & Wesson. That's awesome, says Roland. Thank you. Kevin says, smiley and hearts. Not yet anyways. Time is 10:04 Georgia time. 32 shorts, yes. That one. 32 short, 32 short. 32 short, 32 short. That's a 32 long rimfire. Let's see here, guys. Just like I said, guys, I won't be reading yours. If you're a mod, I will not be reading yours. Nunya, make a shirt or hoodie with 2 revolvers and a DAA above them as merch. I would buy it spot on. Nunya, that sounds cool. I just screenshot that. We'll give that a look into maybe. What's the top left one? Roland, that's a 500 Smith & Wesson. Kevin, happy faces again. What's the comp? On top right above 357. That's a 460 Global Smith & Wesson. Let's see. Could I see my what? Your bullets. This is what all of them are that are being shot, that can be shot in these. Heavy rifles with a red field. No, I don't. Tomahawk. It's raining outside. Show us your shotguns if you have any. Yep. Yeah, that's a 460 Global. Show me your Smith & Wesson microwave. I don't have one, Rock Talk. Let's see. Drew832 says, I'm watching from Auckland, New Zealand. Wow. Welcome, buddy. Human Playground, do you use a Glock? I have one Human Playground. It's a Glock 2010 mil. Is that a drag trigger on bottom right, second to left? They call them spur triggers, Global. What are the two biggest guns you have? Roland of the pistols, a 500 and a 460. Raging Bullets, what's up? Beyond Raging Bullets, I'm going to make you a moderator if you don't mind. There you go, bud. Oh, yeah, I got an Ivor Johnson 2, mini daily carries. Yes, Ivor Johnson, there's one over here. That's a 38 short, Smith & Wesson short, and over here is a 32 Smith & Wesson short. That drum is giving it free range to say whatever we want. No, kind of. What is the strongest gun you have? Human Playground, I already answered that one, I think. What's up, man? Says Booty Bandy. What's up? Is that 32 front breakdown? Yes, that's a top break 32 short, and these two here are top break 38s. Tonto the Greek says, hi, welcome back, buddy. Olio, Ravalov. Yep, do you have Mossberg shotgun? I do not, Doom. Show your sniper if you have one. Human Playground, I do right there. 308 Lapua Ruger to Precision. Where's the North American Arms 22 among all those revolvers? Right there, my friend. It's a 22 Magnum, Black Widow edition. I skipped everything we say. Pat, I'm sorry. That's no slam on you. Nice doublies. Thank you, Global. Snack, what's up? I don't have any snacks. Just water tonight, guys. Sorry. I'm watching in the Philippines. Human, nice. Sue says he pooped his pants and I love to sit in it. He was wanting to see if I'd read it. They're beautiful. Thank you. Roman says, can you say my mug beer? My mug beer. 8474 Global, you can't say that. I'm not sure what he meant. What is the biggest gun you have? Probably the 338 Lapua, Mr. Roland. Braxton, what's up? He says, hi, last week was my birthday. Happy birthday last week, Verbil. Do you have a broomstick? The boomstick? All the guns are boomsticks. Did you make them gun racks yourself? No, I bought them on Amazon. More Roderators, the better. There we go. Oli says, yalla, revolva. Happy belated birthday. I subscribed to you. Thanks, Verbil. Like and subscribe, guys. Thanks, Freedom EDC. Let's see here. Let's see here. Is my birthday today? Why are you ignoring me? Human, I haven't. I've read every single one you said. And happy birthday. Maybe I should say bad birthday because you're being mean. No Ithacas. My brother has a double barrel Ithaca that used to be my grandpa's. He inherited when he died. My grandpa died. Shotguns are scary as frick sometimes. Yeah. Do you have any rifles with double set triggers? Diesel, I have a whole bunch of shotguns behind me that are, but not rifles. What we doing here? Charlie, I don't know. What are you doing here? Human says it's my birthday today. Happy birthday. Is that revolver on the left, a BFR at the far back? Yes, that's a 500 Leo. Let's see here. Welcome to the team, says Zeus. Verbal Kent says I was subscribed to you. Thank you, buddy. No Name says, did you know that North Carolina can legally 3D print your own guns? I didn't. I think you can here in Arizona, too. Steve H. I guess I am a minimalist. I've got Remington 870, nice. Mauser M38, 98, the Sporterized, and 7x57. Winchester 9422 and Glock 48. Word on that contest in my life. Good for you, buddy. That's all you need, really. 38, my favorite. Nice Cowder. Pat says we need help. 308 Laputa. That's a 338 Global. Beautiful salad for vegan. Yep. Is that a Turkish Mauser too? Yes, Shockwave. It's a Turkish Mauser from 1938, chambered in 7.92, technically 8mm. Jerome needs to turn on slow mode for the chat in nights like this. I know. I don't even know how to do that. No, Desert, you're all good. Oh, bonjour. Oh, bonjour. Let's see here, guys. What's your brand? Your table pad? That's actually just a heavy-duty microfiber that's double-sided. That's pretty much like a towel. It's from Legit Streetcars. It's a channel I watch. Legit Streetcars. Slow mode, good for 500 plus. Don't even know what to do, buddy. Show the Mosin. Mosin Nagant is, let me get you over here. Let me take you off the stand, guys. Sorry for jerks, taking you off the stand. Mosin Nagant is right there. It's a M38 carbine, collector's edition. Bro's got the whole Fortnite loadout. Yep. What's the most sickening thing you've seen online? We don't need to bring that up. It's too busy to talk stuff like that. What rifles do you have? All sorts. 270. I got all these lever actions. I got 30-06, 223, 556, 762 by 39, all sorts of stuff. Can I get a mod? No, you can't. What's your opinion on raccoons? I think they're cute, says Frog. Smoke, Green Smoke, what's up? We are packed, buddy. Are you 10 mil fag? Charlie Foxtrot, I got one right there, Glock 20. Or in 10 mil. What's the next gun you're looking to get? So diesel swapped. We just got moderated. What do you call it? Monetized, and we're going to use the donations for a TX22 for the channel with the FRT in it. So guys, if you want to see that, could you either do super chat gifts or super chats? And if you want to donate to the channel to buy a TX22 with an FRT, yes, Global, that's an 8 mil. Codis says Holy Guns, thank you. Opinion on raccoons, Frog, I already answered that. Xavier, have you any experience with the newer pythons? I do not. I've never shot a python. Ever seen a Mauser 22? I've heard about them. What is your preferred trigger pull weight when it comes to pistols? Raging bullets, as long as the thing works. Do you reload your own brass? Yes, I do, a few of them. Do you have any snake charmers? No. Pretty cool collection. Thanks, you, Coden. Are they trolling? Some are. Chicken French. It's a beautiful collection. Laid bare there. Thank you. Favorite caliber of the revolvers is the 460 right there. Frogo says yes. What do you recommend for a beginner's rifle? A hunting rifle, Oscar, a Ruger American platform, or a what do you call those? Savage, or a Savage. Buy ATF. There you go. Freedom Fingers FRTs. Yeah, we're wanting to put one on the a TX22 when we get enough donations. We'll buy it. My friend said when he was sleeping and it was the best sleep ever, his dad let out the loudest fart ever. Okay. Was that a 303 Enfield? Global it is. 303 Enfield. Yeah, someone sporterized it, but I only got it for 175 buckaroos. Take a breath, my friend. I know. What is the biggest caliber bullet you ever shot? 338 Lapua and 500 Magnum. Looking for a Mossberg 870. Okay, go find one. Do you have revolvers? Juan, I got a whole bunch of them. You got a 357 Python. Nice. Nothing can be shipped or for sale, Endra. Coma Knight says, do you have a 58? I do not. Todd says, what's the best revolver you recommend to anyone who has a gun owner? Smith & Wesson revolver, all caps. No, there we go. Right on the chat, so please be patient. Do you have a BFR? Yes, Leo, right there, 500 Magnum. Show me all the bullets you got. Right there, Rolando. I'm actually caught up now, Ricky. Hey, what's up? Berserkers Ballistics. I shot 50 BMG. Nice. I'm actually caught up, Zeus. Is that stock? Oh, your gun. Rack Birch. Oh, that one? That, I'm not sure. Possibly. That's a pellet gun that's chambered in 25. It's a professional series pellet gun. PCP Avenger. Avente Air. What do UDC says Cowder? 2.0 Bodyguard, 380 Smith & Wesson, and a 365 9mm. That's why I thought I wasn't quite sure. Thinking of that it was. Yep, 1911. Ricky, right there. Right there. Do you have any sportalized Mausers? No. Or Bishop's Reigns? Nope. I don't know what you mean. The best kid. What UDC? I already mentioned that one. What is your oldest pistol? James, it's in there. It's a single shot 22 made in 1869 to 1871. It's my rarest gun too. Oh, I never saw the barrel. My boy popping off, man. Excited for you. Yeah. I've been spouting fast for a long time. Have you heard of 67? Of course I have. Para que tantos con dos sobra. Miguel, not exactly sure what you're saying. Are you a YouTuber for a living? Love your videos. Reliving history. No, I'm not. I just recently started doing all this. Just got monetized yesterday, so if you want to drop any donations for all this hot wind I'm blowing, it'd be appreciated. Or jewels, little gifts. Ammo's ridiculously expensive now if you don't reload. You suffer. Mano cuando consigas una Cobra Model 36. No tengo una Cobra Samuel. Whip out a minigun. Don't have one. Do you like crossbow or regular bow? Ricky, I've only shot regular bows. Compounds. Thanks, Berserkers. That was an amazing job catching up, Desert. That's being Sid. Good night and God bless. See you, buddy. Yes, I Alvandro, we have a 38 right here. It also shoots 357 mag. That one's a 38 Smith & Wesson short. That's a 38 Smith & Wesson short. Marker Trico caliber 39. I have no idea what that is. Bro, whip out a 44 mag. My 44 mag Chrysler is right there. It's a lever action. Do you have a Desert Eagle? I do not, Nirvana. Nothing's for sale, Cody. Any Kentucky 50 cal long guns. I don't, that's not a 50 cal. I think it's a 43 or 42. It's a Kentucky percussion rifle. Any 32 Smith & Wessons? Yes. That one, this one, that one, and that one shoots 32 Smith & Wesson short. Do you hunt? Yes, I do. How good your shot? Pretty good, actually. What's illegal AR not MRI? I'm looking about assault rifles. I have no idea, Mr. Geek. What's the little gun to the left of your 22 Black Widow? That's a 22 revolver. It's got rosewood handles and a spur trigger. Smith & Wesson 500, right there. How much? Nothing's for sale. What's the highest? What is the highest caliber you own? A 500 Smith & Wesson, right there, Nirvana, and the 338 Lapua there, as well as my, right there's a 577 Schneider. You're gangster police. Neither, Matthias. What do you mean? Tanker, yeah, I don't know. Just looked. It's Osteo Green Dot. Okay. Do you have a bullet called the 22? Yeah. 22 mag, 22 LR, right there. Oh, man. What's up, Far Kitty? Far Cry? How many targets in 10? I don't know what you mean, Ricky. Brother, give me those 10s, Pulse. Nothing, nope. Official. 500 Bushwhacker. No, it's a 500 Magnum. I could get it. Roman, I could get that made into 500 Bushwhacker. Well, you have a shotgun. I've got a whole bunch, Chrysler. Do you have a minigun? Mary says, nope. No one breaking into bro's house. Right, squad boy. Brother, give me those 2 guns. Official shield. You got to go. You're a spammer or whatever. Are all of those legal in the right state? Yeah, right. All of them are legal in the right states. How much they cost in general? Far Cry, they're not for sale. Like your saddle over there, do you ride often? Tomahawk, they're for my donkeys. I'm trying to get them trained on them. Roman, I could make that into a 500. I have to send it in, a 500 Bushwhacker. I don't have a P30 or a P9, Mr. Geek. Do you have a 22 long, Jace? I do. That one shoots 22 longs, and I've got a whole bunch in there that shoot them. Dude, man says we got Arthur Morgan over there. There you go. Yo, what is the best home defense weapon? Chrysler, that all depends what you like. Renew Spa. Hey, what's up, Mid? Yo, I'm here again. I have a guy who has a gunsmith from Ithaca Gun Company that can make those guns look brand new and return to a month or less. Nice, Nunya. That would be nice to know. Is Car 98 real? I don't have a Car 98. Pistola Nitim. Sosa, I don't know what you're saying. Just want to stop by. What's up, Drew? Appreciate you coming by again. I'll definitely. Matthias, yeah, like and subscribe. Break in my house, you may see bleep that says front towards enemy. There you go. Or look for flash here or something like that. The 50W, the Deagles, what's his name has? Deadpool. Big Dave says, hi, hell yeah. Nobody going to mess with this guy, says Geek. Do I have a snipe? 5911 Administrator, right there. 338 Lapua Sniper Rifle, Ruger Precision. Do I have a 223 Chrysler? Yes, right there. It's also 5.56. It's an AR-15. Oh, nice. I wish you luck with the donkeys then. What are the semi-autos on the side? 9mm Canik TTI Combat, Glock 20 10mm, 1911, 45 ACP. Let's see. You can only have 3 guns. What are you taking? I'm taking that TTI Combat and probably the AK-47 and a pump shotgun. Name is Sid, that one of your Geek. I don't want to buy one, but how much do it cost you? Rolando, we can't talk about that one. Admin Gaming says pistols, yes. Do I have a 50? I have a 500, which is a 50. There's a badass 10-inch charger somewhere. I don't have a charger, no. Mine are 10-22 rifles in there. Just now, what's up, Big Dave? This is an awesome live gun talk. That's my bleep. Yo, says Federal Spy. What's up? Built a 365 from a trigger group. One part at a time. I went a little overboard, but it's really fun. 10-10 recommendation. Nice. No 50 cals, as in BMGs, Rodney. You have a musket. Yes, Big Dave. It's a Kentucky rifle cap and ball from the 1840s. AK's right there, Mr. Spidey Boy, Squad Boy. Please do not spam. You have a Glock 19 or 17. Chrysler, Glock 20. That is the only Glock I own. I don't like Glocks. Nope. Do you have grenades? Nope. Favorite AK? The one I have, Mr. James Kalashnikov. If you broke into my house, you're fired. Buy a gun, right? Of course, when I step away to send the baby, trolls start. Let's see. I'm just going to call you Geek. Aviation, I'm just going to call you Geek. Aviation. It depends what nationality you are, but I'm just going to call you Geek. What gun is the most recoil? The 500 would, buddy. Squatty. A BFR is a 450, 4570. No, Jace, that's a 500. Big Dave says, how? What do you mean? Do you have a 47? AK-47, yes. I already mentioned that right there. Any shy text? No. All of that is you have permission for the weapons. Yes, decent gun collection. Thank you, Blum. ALR, don't even know what that is. Geek. Any Russians? I have a so you have a Russian Mosin Nagant in there, and in the safe I have a 52 CZ. I guess that's not Russian, but because that's not Russian either. Yeah, that's Russian. Mosin Nagant's Russian. My SKS is a Norinco, so CRX unfortunately got one. Made a ton of paper guns. What you mean? Hot legs forever, baby. I would love a single action with a swing out cylinder. I don't think they make. Do they make those special alpha? Swing out single actions? Thoughts on a 10 mil? They kick a lot, but I think they're nice, white bread. Let's see. This 2 wood grips are nice. Thank you. Nice arsenal. Best for home defense. Shotgun or 9 mil. Mr. Jackie 13. What's the biggest thing you hunted down there? Roland, I'm just starting to hunt, which will be a deer, and I have a bear tag for in the spring. By the way, I've subbed. Have a good day. Don't want beef. No worries, Squatty. There's just a lot of trolls in here. You haven't been a troll. You've been great. So what is the most powerful gun you own? Chrysler, you have asked that already. You're going to have to get the boot if you ask that one more time. Show me the 3 guns you would use for self-defense. No, thank you, Rodney. We'll defer from that. You ever kill the big buck? Scott, it's going to be my first one this year. Tomahawk, no Creedmoors. Gamer Raptor, welcome. White bread, 10 mil. I already answered that one. I have one. Not breaking into your house, right? Says Fishing. Came to say hi, but I have to go soon. Okay, Raptor. Do you have an M1 Garand? No, I do not. Ruger Smith. Tom, I prefer Smith. Ruger would be next. Good knowledge of your craft. Try my best, Mr. 13. I had a bolt action 12 gauge. My brother stole it. I've got one too. Anything IDOC or IDC right there. When are you going to go to stream again? Roland, 6 p.m. Arizona time tomorrow, unless I'm too tired. What's inside the safe? Rodney, that is for members only. If you want to become a member, you can see inside the safe. I don't hate guns, but if you only have the hands, why do you need so many? I don't know. Mr. I don't know said that. No, they don't make them. Says Special Alpha. What I would have made is have a single action. Well, you could maybe make one Special Alpha. That'd be cool. What happened to the 454 Casull? James, I have one that shoots that. I don't actually have that bullet sitting out here. That right there shoots it, the 460. I should put that one out here. Where's a box of those? I totally forgot about those ones. Let's see here. 454 Casull. There we go. I have one. I didn't put it down there. Let's see. Best place to hunt. I don't know, buddy. It depends on your states. They're cool as anything. Gotta go pack and go home for a sleepover. Okay, see you, Spy. Let's see here. See you later, man. Good luck. We've been talking so much, I want to pass out already. Yeah, I want to too. What's your favorite gun? I don't really have a favorite, Big Dave. You have Lungs of Steel. Righty says okay. SD Man says hello. Hey, buddy. Gun Steel. There we go. Have you seen people saying to ban guns? We have Nirvana. Not tonight yet, though, unless someone already blocked them. A Stoger 460 or a Stronger 460 or a 500. So, Ricky, a 500 has more foot-pound energy, like knockdown, but a 460 goes way faster. And I actually have hotter 460s than the 500. Tom, I've never shot a 41 mag. I think it'd be cool, though. What's your favorite thing to hunt? We're going to do some deer, Mr. Henderson. I think the single action is the best look. I have 2 of them. That one there and that one. That's a 45 Colt, 357 mag. Have any Derringers? I do not. Well, actually, no, I do. That one is. That's a Derringer. Right there. It's a 22 mag. La Cote 45, say hello. Late to the show. Hey, Dave. Appreciate you being a member. So I'm trying to think of some new stuff for us, Dave, for the members. One of them is they get to see in the gun safe. The other one is they could. I posted a members only short a little bit ago, Dave. If you got any suggestions, go ahead and pin it in a comment for one of my shorts, Dave, for helps for members. You just became a member last night, so I want to help you out in that. 10 stop, Mr. 10 millimeter, dude. It shoots like a dream. Great to hear you tonight. Nice. Thoughts on a P90? I think they're kind of cool, weird looking, though. A lot of revolvers. Thank you, SDA man. What clean oil do you use? A Hoppies 9, Mr. 13. Face reveal, real quick, please. Hey, guys. Welcome to Desert Army and More. Thank you for showing up. And my dad's trying to call me again, always when I'm on the phone. It's kind of funny. Let's see. He has all day to call me, and then he ends up calling me at night when I'm busy. I just need to tell him, please just call me during the day. Sounds cool, Dave. Well, it's the way people use guns, not the guns themselves. Correct, Nirvana. Just like a car. There's more deaths in car accidents than for guns. Do they outrule guns? Sorry, guys. I got to respond to this. Let's see here. I wanted to buy a single action 9mm. This one right here, I want to get a cylinder for it, the Ruger, for that. John Goodman says, cool, thanks. Like and subscribe. Nunya says, I just paid off my Silverado. Now I can go shopping again for new collectibles. Nice, Nunya. Yeah, if you guys want to see inside the safe, that requires a membership. 41 mag, very underestimated. I hear they are. German MP40 from World War II. Nice, Big Dave. Big Dave, I have no ammo, though. Yeah. Ronnie says, have you ever shot a elk or moose or just a deer? We haven't actually even shot a deer yet. This is our first time, Rodney. Elk, we put in for but didn't get it. Moose, we don't have any moose over here. Giveaway would be fine, says Haunted Coyotes. We might give a giveaway sometime. We'll see. Thanks for the advice. You're welcome, 13, 30, or 45 Colt if you had to choose. Ricky, they're two different ones. One's more of a slow-moving cowboy lever action. The 30 is a hunting rifles. So I'm not sure where are those extra cylinders from. So, Mr. La Colt 45, that right there, that's a Colt 45. You put that cylinder in, it's a 45 ACP. This little Rough Rider 22 mag, you put that in, it's a 22 LR. Bias has said, man, this man has aura. Try my best, Big Dave. Jerome is the Rizzler. What revolvers do you have? Need to catch my breath. Two Colts right there. Height, 22 mag. That one, this one, that one, and this one are 32 Smith & Wesson short. That one and that one's a 38 Smith & Wesson short. 45 Colt Cimarron. 500 Smith & Wesson. 460 Smith & Wesson Magnum. 357 Magnum. 38 Special. 22 mag. 32 LR. 32 rimfire. And the Colt can fit 45 ACPs if I put that in. And the little 22 Magnum revolver, this will fit with 22 LRs in it. War history. What brand is 1911? It's a Springfield Armory, buddy. What's the biggest deer U.S. saw? I have no idea. What's your favorite swing out revolver? I actually don't even own a swing out, but I do like the 686, I think they're called. Guys, thanks, Big Dev. Is the Magnum Research revolver next to it is a 500? Yes, that's a 500 of the BFR. That is a BFR 500, Mr. Carl. That one's a 460 Smith & Wesson. That's the 500 BFR 460 there. Let's see. Talk to your Jerome, or he only gets. Well, he's been calling me every night for the last 3 nights. When it's in the evening, he can call throughout the day, and he doesn't. I tell him I'm busy at night on the phone, but yeah. 6'7" Desert Eagle. No, we don't. There's just something about revolvers and 45 ACP. I'd love to find mine in 1917. Are you shaved Wibleys? No, they're not Wibleys. They're top break. 2 of them are Ivor Johnsons. The other one's are Allen and Hopkins. Not a snub in sight. Really, AX. That's a snub. That's a snub. 8X, what's not? No. Ken, that one's pretty similar to Peacemaker right there. 45. Shoot 38 Derringer. Never shot one. Airsoft guns, don't have any. Mr. Gary Good. Do you have a Colt Python? I do not. Do you have a pistol? I have a whole bunch of pistols. 38 detective specials. No, these are 32 police special and a 3220 police special. Make your dad a guest on the show. Who knows if he would or not. F188 says somebody's laughing their bum off. The question is that you're blind? Yeah. You have to choose loose of your revolvers or lose all your double barrel shotguns. What do you choose? We're not going to even make that scenario. Are you doing a raffle? No, I'm not. .33. Gabe, I don't even know what that is. No clue what that is, my friend. The revolvers look so cool. I like the Wild West. Thanks, 5Kid. You probably like lever actions then, too. Let's see here. Caught up. Wow. Did I actually catch up? Wasn't Ricky timed out? I had him timed out for... Yeah, now my dad's getting a little interesting. But anyways, is that a Henry? The top one is right there. Is your dad better shot than you? He might have used to be. The top one's a Henry. Ping pong. Nice revolvers. They're my friend. Always been a wheel gunner. Nice. Do you reload your own ammo? Yes. Can we see down a red dot? No. Because we can't touch a gun. Awesome collection, says PPP. What's the one underneath it? Underneath what? Those are all lever actions, dude. They're all Winchesters from the Henry down. Is what's the one underneath? Okay, you have a 12 gauge. Yes, that's a 12 gauge Sega copy. We got two 12 gauge pumps in there. Double barrel 12s. Bolt action 12. 12, 12, 12, 12. My bad, Smith & Wesson 331, 38. I don't have one of those, no, Gabe. Jifters, you can't touch guns and lives. Yeah, and I don't think you can touch a red dot either because Llama touched a, what do you call it? A laser, and they pulled him for it. 30-30 or double barrel shotgun, what's your favorite? Probably double barrels, Ricky. AR-180 or... That is a AR-15. 10 gauge, yes, Pablo. 10 gauge, 10 gauge, 10 gauge, 10 gauge. What was the timeline for the middle of trigger that go along the white metal part? It's like one of those little ones that are right front. Those are called a timeline. Those well, one's new. That one's a modern one. It's a 22 Magnum American Firearms or North American Firearms Black Widow. That one's a 22 LR from late 1800s. Favorite barrel length? Don't really know, Sauce Boss. What's your favorite? Pablo, my favorite on the table is the 460 revolver right there. Yes, they're Rio. What about stick with a little hand on it? Special Alpha. People have all tried all sorts of stuff, and unfortunately, you still get pulled no matter what you use. Did YouTube make it? You can't touch guns alive. Sort of, Jeffster. Somebody did something they shouldn't on one time and off themselves on a live, and so they don't allow it anymore. Show me your favorite double barrel. No, Ricky, I'm not going to. Special Alpha, the middle part of the pointer. Someone just stick because it looks like a... Yeah, they thought I had a metal cleaning rod, and I guess they thought it was a barrel. It's not even a firearm for one, but it's a cleaning rod. What's your favorite high power gun? Which is like either through Ken Tomey, my 460 revolver right there. Jeffsters, it's way better than that. What if you wear gloves? It doesn't matter. Home Defense made a gun before. I don't know what you mean, Hunted. You homemade a gun before. Oh, no, other than rubber band guns. What's up, Wolfman? I don't have a Winchester Model 70. Nope, my favorite revolver is a AA-12. That's not a revolver. That's a shotgun, loony. An AA-12 is a shotgun, not a revolver. Don't know what you're talking about. Even getting close to like the liable to make them think they're touching them. Yeah, right. I have one. You have what, buddy? Oh, a Model 70. Gotcha. Let's see. Colt, Smith & Wesson, or Ruger? Smith & Wesson, then Ruger, then Colt. Colt's too expensive, and their timing goes out way too often, Mr. Sauce Boss. If you're paying that much, they need to outlast a Smith & Wesson and a Ruger. Jesus loves you. Yes, he does, the boys. He loves all of us. Do you have a Switch? I don't. CZ75 or Colts? I don't even know what a 75 is, honestly. One's a semi-automatic, probably. The other's a revolver. So 2 different guns, buddy. No, with the mag. Looney, that's not a revolver. Anyone like and subscribe? Thank you. Put the AA-12 revolvers. I don't have an AA-12. They're not a revolvers. Can you see gun on Switch? I don't have one. 32s are my favorite double barrel shotguns. That would you choose? Are you a CLP guy or CL pipe cleaner? Don't know what you mean, Alpha. Just ordered 4 300 blackout builds for my team. Prices are great right now to buy, don't you think? I think they're a little higher, aren't they, Dave? I have a Smith & Wesson Model 15.4. Nice. Do you have a Colt Python? I don't. LW96. 2-inch barrels? That's less than 2, and that one's less than 2, so they're definitely snubs. 357 mag or 44 mag? Mr. 97, it depends what I want to shoot, but I don't have a 44 mag revolver. Mine's a lever action. I never asked you your question. Ricky, if it's about the shotgun, I told you I wasn't going to answer it. LW96, no. He ain't going to say he got a Switch. No, I don't have one. I already said I don't. I don't have one. The only switches I have are light switches in the house. I have no other switches. CW, any of those? I haven't, Sauce Boss. Nope. Never have the revolver. Why even have a Switch when you can get an FRT? Right. And those are legal. He is King. Pabi says, cool Blinky. Thank you, buddy. Like and subscribe. F-Class Champion Eric Cartina uses CLR pipes cleaners and has stainless steel. Oh, are you talking about like... Here. Are you talking about like these things? Like a boar snake. These. Is that what you mean by pipe cleaners? Okay, let's see here. Anyone wants to donate a super chat to help Jerome get a TX22 FRT? Yes, we plan on doing that. Every single Wild West gun. I'm good. Winchester Model 70. I don't know every Red Dead Redemption gun. There you go. Cheapest one you got. On the table, the cheapest was probably that little one right there. It's a, let's see, North American Arms 22 Magnum. Can you hold toy gun? They're not toys and we can't hold them. Braden, yes. That one in the very back is a BFR Magnum Research 500. That one's a 460. What's your favorite general gun cleaner lube? Sauce, I usually just use Halpies 9 for both of those. Let's see. Jeff Star Utah did Nerf gun, and I think he's still in YouTube jail. Yeah, he's in YouTube jail. I found that out by... He posted on the Arms Room channel for his push-up videos. Braden, my favorite is 45 Colt. I got one right there. I have 22 mag Black Widow. Yeah, that's what that one is, Mascala. It's a Black Widow. 44 mag. I have a 44 mag... 44 mag lever action right here, Braden. What if you have like an airsoft? Can you hold it? Nope. They don't think it's an airsoft. They'll think it's a real gun, Mr. Jeffrey Star. How much for 44 mag? Daughter, I don't have any 44 mag revolvers. Do you have a Remington? Yeah, I have 3 Remingtons. Remington 700s. I got 2 of those, 270 and 30-06, and I have 2 Remington 22s that are parts that I'm working on. Nice collection, says David. Thank you. Should I get a Ruger Vaquero? It's up to you, I guess. Miguel, I don't have any Pythons. What's a Nerf? It's a play gun. Shoots little foam darts. Ichita says, I see a whole lot of freedom, brother. Thank you. Do you have an AK, Ederman King? Yes, I do. Right there. AK-47. Black revolver looks a lot like a 38 Detective. These right here, those are both police positives. Colts. That's a 32 Smith & Wesson long. That's a 32-20. Got any 357s? Yes, Sauce Boss. That one right there. 357 Blackhawk Ruger. Shoots 38 special as well. No Colt Pythons. Haven't seen anybody reviewing airsoft on lives. Yeah, do you have an RPK? No, I do not. How do you afford all these guns? I have 3 and I'm broke now. Maybe I'm broke now too. Ken told me, and if you're thinking I'm talking about the long one, I'm talking about the shorty. Oh, that little guy? That's a 32. Smith & Wesson short. Do you have a 357 mag or Python Colts? Braden. I have a 357 mag right there. No Python Colts. Dude's got enough fireworks to start a watt. Whatever he says. He is king. What's the rarest revolver you have? Rarest? Probably that Colt right there. 3220. Do you have an 1873 Colt? I do not, Bread. Got any sniper rifle? Sauce Boss. 338 Lapua right there. Ruger Precision. 72 by 39 performance through blackout. Every way somebody changed my mind. You're right, Foster. YouTube Jeff, Wars, the Z. Braden says, what's the largest gun you have or the smallest gun you have? Largest gun for pistols is a 500 Smith & Wesson. Smallest is a little 22 single shot. It's not out. No Glock 19s. Nope. I have a Glock 20 right there. Mr. Ederman. No K31s. Nope. Jelif Safar says hi. If I was to buy a revolver as a first revolver, what would you suggest? If you have the money, get a Smith & Wesson tray. If not, get a Ruger. If not, for a third pick, get a Taurus. Ivor Johnson 32 Colt, do you have? I do not. Do you have a Glock? I already mentioned that, Enderman, after you deleted yours. I have a Glock 2010 mil. What's your most favorite handgun or rifle? Braden, I have multiple favorites, so we're not going to answer that. Brad, biggest caliber I have for handguns is a 500 Smith & Wesson right there. Is there an AK or not? Yes, right there, Hans. Free Alberta. I tried a Taurus with 2 cylinders, make 380, 309, 370. Any 1911s? Yes, right there. Like and subscribe, guys. There's a pile of you new ones coming in, and I'd rather not waste my voice and breath if you're not subscribing right now. I'm getting hoarse, so I'm going to have to close down soon for one. Albert Johnson 38 Colt. You already asked that. I do not. Best hog round in your opinion. 223-556 762 by 39. Awesome, man. Thanks, Joseph. Joseph says, please make sure you keep those away from the Transformers. Do you have a favorite gun? Ederman. I do, but I don't want to talk about it. I have a whole bunch that are my favorites. I don't want to talk about it. Of all your 32 revolvers, on your favorite double barrel shotgun if you had to choose? Ricky, I'm not going to talk about it. Is that their AWP, by the way? I don't know what an AWP is. Stupid question, but any bolt action rifles? I have a whole bunch, Brad. They were out a couple days ago, or was it last night? Subscribe, keep on the good work. Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate it. That Glock can probably run 40s. Foster, it can, but it puts too much wear on the ejector because the bullet doesn't sit in deep enough. So it's better just to change the barrels out. Thanks for that subscription you ever just gave it. Have you ever heard of an attachment for a double barrel shotgun to make a quad barrel shotgun by connecting the two? No, I haven't, Braden. Never heard of it. Well, sort of. It's this little plastic thing that ties two of them together. They're double barrels, if that's what you're meaning. Snacks, what's up? Jerome is the best dude I know. Thank you. Robert says, 100% sad. Why are you sad, Clooney? What's so special about your AK? I don't know. No clue. I think my wife is gluing my firearms. She denies it. Oh, Sean, I remember you mentioning that before. But I'm sticking to my guns. Yep. No 40-40 Bulldog. Warm water is good for the vocals when talking a lot. With lemon juice and honey in it, definitely. Zeus, no, I didn't. Yeah, I might have to shut it down even though I don't want to. My throat's a little sore. 103 people in the chat, guys. Like and subscribe. What's the best way to increase capacity without just popping out with $22? What do you mean, buddy? Robert Clooney says, you what? What do you mean, Mr. Didset? What's the best way of increasing capacity without just copping out with 22? Brad, can you use a smaller caliber ammunition for a bigger caliber gun for exemption using the 22 for 9 mil? No, they don't interchange. Do you have a Magnum and a 12 gauge shotgun? That's a 500 Magnum, Hands, 460 Magnum, 357 Magnum. And I got a whole bunch of double barrel shotguns here. Got shotguns along the wall there. 3 in the corner over there and 2 inside the gun safe over there. Basically, what you do is you get an attachment. Yes, I have seen that, Braden. No, Bread. You can connect them. Yeah, I've seen that connection. Do you prefer a wood or metal handle on a wheel gun? Wood or metal? Mine are wood or rubber. Some of them have like this hard plastic. So I'm not sure, Snacks. Red, you can use 38, 37, but other way around. Yeah. Those for sale. No, Solomon. Sean, I don't have a 41 mag. Do I hunt, Solomon? Yes, I do. What's your oldest gun? Right there. It's from 1840. It's a, what you call it? Kentucky rifle. How can we jam more bullets into revolver without making it bigger? Don't know, Mr. Did. Yes, Braden. AR-15 right there. I've seen some dollars. Robert says thumbs up. Russell says hi. Nice, good life, man. Thanks, Solomon. Did you know that facial oil around nose could be used for gun lube and extreme code use? Probably. Your wife know you're streaming. I'm not married. Love that life. Thank you, Solomon. Han says, do you have a red side attachment? Yes, I do. Show me if you don't have. I can't show those on Hans. I can't show those on a live. Foster says pearl. No, I don't have any pearl grips. Do you have any Henrys? Brett, I have one Henry right there. Right there. Ricky, you already asked that. About to kick you out. I put you in timeout already for asking dumb questions you already asked, but AR, AK. Solomon, hope that you have a good life, my bro. Thanks, Solomon. What is the rifle on the ground? Looks like a beauty. MG, that's a Kentucky percussion cap and ball. Nice collection, says Dilson. Do you have a Craig? I don't. DR Seuss, how are you? Dr. Seuss, there you go. Hey, Russell, says Zeus. Hey, I caught up again. By the way, last question before I leave. Old weapon, any like musket near the 1980 rifle? Hans, the one on the ground's my oldest. That's from 1840. That's a musket percussion cap. That's my oldest gun. Do you have any 22s? Yes, I have a whole bunch in there, YT. Really bad earlier, dude. It's starting to get bad again. What is the most recent gun you shot, and what is the gun you haven't shot the longest? Never shot this because it can't be fired. Never shot that. Of all my handguns, the last one I shot was that 22 Magnum right there. Of the revolvers. Ricky says, I said, what do you prefer, AK or 47? Ricky, you didn't say that. You asked if I had it. Had a few collections myself, a few British rifles. What pistols you recommend for EDC? Bread. Probably 9mm, a smaller one. Like either a SIG 365 or a Hellcat. What a collection, Ernest. Thank you, buddy. We also used it on scope to stop exterior fogging. Yeah, that would work. Hide behind. Stop asking questions you asked multiple times. I know, it's getting irritated. I gave him a chance and put him in timeout for a little while, and he came right back asking all again. No, what's up? That $22 pistol in the corner. Right there's a 22 LR. That's a 22 mag. Point blank, what's up? Yep, these are revolvers. It's Revolver Wheel Gun Thursday. Thanks for showing me, by the way. I love your vids and keep the good work. By the way, I'm from Germany. Hans, nice. My great-grandparents are from Germany. They're passed now, but Joe Kingston says they're so cool. Thank you. He's been on the chat. Actually, I'm not too far behind unless you put a whole bunch. Handle and run like an AK. Nice, Foster. Yoni Judges. Shaw, I do not. What is good house protection gun considering I live in a pretty bad neighborhood? A shotgun Braden or 9mm? Do you have 365 still because of negligent discharge or did they fix it? Muscula. The 365 didn't have the negligent discharge. That was the M18 M17 P20. Point Blank says, interesting. Boston has a weird face. Hunter says, has anyone ever broken into your house? No. Would 45 ACP work for EDC? Yeah, but kind of big, Brad. They're kind of big. Mr. Smiley says, have you joined the military during the war? Nope. What's your favorite deer rifle? Noah, we're going to use a 270 and a 30-30 on our whitetail hunt in mid-November. Is Derringer? Yes, that's a Derringer right there. 22 mag. It's the Black Widow. And if so, do you EDC it? I have before as a backup, but it needs some help a little bit. Cool collection. Thank you, Brad. And what is a pretty good house protection? You already asked that. Solomon, hope you have a great night, brother. Take it easy. Thanks, Solomon. From Deutschland. Yeah, I'm sorry for your loss. Do you wear Carhartts? Sometimes. They're a Carhartt, what do you call it? Equivalent. What's the far back left? The big gun. That's a 500 Smith & Wesson BFR. That one's a 460 Smith & Wesson. Smith & Wesson CSX shoots nice. Brad better hope your silent is 50 cent because he takes 9 shots and it's a whole mag 19. There you go. Cool collection says UT. Phantom Official says hi. Boston says any knife collection? A few, Boston. Built a 10.5 Sensor 2x39 under brake, heavy buffer and spring brake. Huh, interesting. Black Bear running great. Nice, Foster. Was a good house protection gun. Braden, you asked that twice. I already answered it once. I'm not going to answer it again. Carry a UC Toro 9mm 12 round. There you go. You know what a stream bow or crack shot is? I know what a steam bow. I'm not sure if I do, Sean. What's your favorite gun? I don't really have a favorite, Brad. I have favorites by criterias. Do you have a Glocks? Mr. King, I got one. A Glock 20 right there. 10mm. Right, have a good night. Long life for Fatherland. Long live Fatherland. Thanks, Sean's. Which can I use for? Negroes. They're not around. They're not for sale. What's the biggest round you ever shot? 500 Smith & Wesson for a handgun and a 338 Lapua for a rifle. Jack says, King has a Glock 20. Do you have a Luger? I do not. Optics were a red dot and a flip over 6 magnifying backup irons. Foster, I have that on my AR-15, but I don't have a backup flip yet because I don't think there's room for it with the magnifier I have on there and the red dot. YouTube says highs again. 12 gauge Braden. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of 12 gauge. I told him that already. I said a 12 gauge shotgun or a 9 mil or a 10. And he asked it 2 other times after. See, Braden, sorry, I accidentally skipped to the beginning of the live and didn't notice it, and I didn't hear you say sorry for annoying you. Nice spread. Thank you. Calling tonight. Yeah, I need to do that here shortly myself. About 15 minutes if my voice will hold out. See you, Foster. Appreciate you showing up. Noah Stamarad says, nice spread. Do you have any Western revolvers? Some of those are, my friend, MG. Hope to watch you again. Thanks, Foster. Like and subscribe, guys. There's a lot of new of you in here. Double tap the screen. If you want to see in the safe, get a membership. If you want to see shorts and other things, I've got a lot of those on my channel. Hope to watch again. My gramps served a 15-year-old in World War One and Lake County Rifle, always called bad guys, revolver, pocket pistol, Roscoe. There you go. Subscribe. Thank you, Foster. Appreciate you. We are 4 away from 4,500. Night Foster, thanks for the sub. Yep. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, my friend. Let's see here. 79 in the chat, guys. Nice. My bad. Don't know too much about guns. We can't get them in Netherlands. Yeah, a lot of countries are. It's weird because they used to allow them years ago. For some reason, they just outlawed them. Jackson, I do. It's that very back one, BFR, Magnum Research, that one on the right, I mean the left. Sean says, Steamboat is a crossbow with 10 bolt mag, and Crackshot is a rifle that shoots 22 or arrow switch barrel and use percussion caps. I have seen something similar to that. I think Kentucky Ballistics has something that uses that. Level last Smith & Wesson pistols. Ralph, nice. You might have answered before, but have you shot a Chiappa 3x7 revolver? I have, Dave. At the range, a guy had one. He said, hey, you want to try it out? I'm like, sure. I think it's a horrible trigger. Horrible trigger. It was disgusting to me. I'd rather have a my Ruger 357 mag any day. And MG says, yeah, sadly. Oh, about your gun control there. Yeah. No Colt Pythons. I do have 2 Colts right here, though. Those are Colt Police Positive, both of them. 32 Smith & Wesson long, and that one's a 32-20. Is that a Colt Python? No Colt Pythons. America. Yep. Frequent Spray. What's up? Please subscribe to Jerome. He's a great dude. Thank you. He fed my donkey when I was in jail. No, he didn't, buddy. Got any judges? No. I heard that as well. Yeah. Mostly 44 and 357. Ralph, nice. I don't have a 44 Magnum yet of a revolver. I do have a lever action. Do you have a 50 cal? That 500 Smith & Wesson is a 50 cal, but I don't have a 58E Desert Eagle or a 50 BMG. 199 likes, guys. Double tap the screen if you haven't. Give us one more like. We'll at least get 200. Is that a 4570? I don't have any 4570s now. 200 likes. Oh, really? Mine still says 199. How's the recoil on the top revolvers? Pretty bad, those two. If you guys want to see the recoil of those, look at my shorts. No 629s. Welcome to the only room where pew-pews is a love language. Excuse me. Welcome to the only room where pew-pews... Okay, there we go. I thought I heard somebody sneezing out there. Excuse me. Let's see here, guys. Yeah, no 629s, buddy. Sweet Home, Alabama. I used to have a Smith & Wesson 38 snub nose, but it got stolen with a baby blue. Wow, that sounds nice, J5. 30 BFR. Juan Perez. That's a 500 Smith & Wesson right there. BFR. That one at the top. John James says, hi, are you the John James I know from California? Your collection is awesome. John Joseph James, a man with 3 last names, 3 first names. Is that you, buddy? Brother? Mine are all stainless steel and nickel. Nice. John Joseph James, a man with 3 first names. You do have a great collection. Thank you. I wish Jerome would read my jokes and not cut the end part. 204 likes. Now, Jerome, it's just 204 or 3 on mine. What do you think about the Taurus Raging Hunter 44 mag? Dave, I've never shot one. I think it's interesting how it has like the 3 tones because it's got the red on the handle. and then you got a black cylinder on some of them, and then some of them are black the other way. They're just unique. I don't have a Judge, no. Dave, I don't know if I'd buy a Taurus Raging Hunter. I would probably just save a little more and get a Smith & Wesson. But I think they're pretty neat. I have shot a 44 Magnum Ruger. Got the it was like an 8-inch barrel at the gun range. Let me shoot it with some hand loads. They were pretty light though. Jerome needs to send me a link to where to get to that Canik sketch. It was off online, buddy, on GB. What's that cap-looking revolver on the lower right? That one is a 22 revolver, like a 5 or 6 shot. That one is actually non-functional. That one is a 22 Magnum Black Widow. Last one, big barrel, is 410. No, that's a 500 Smith & Wesson. This one's a 460. Me firing has the Raging Hunter, did a little trigger work, and it's much nicer. Yeah, great. Estimate for me as well, worth the money. Yeah, it is. Don't bite a cold oven. Despop, no, we don't. You know, it's a good day when the small of gun oil hits before the coffee. There you go. 29 pistols and don't know how many shotguns and rifles. Nice, Ralph. That's a bleep ton of guns. Wondering where the grenade launcher is. I don't have one, buddy. I don't have one. Frequent spray says, look at all that freedom. In Canada, we are no longer allowed to own handguns. Pretty soon as libs, we have their way to allow rifles. You either hold on to your rights for dear life. I know, right? What do you think about a 1978 Colt Trooper 357 Magnum? Tony, I would keep it. Never sell that thing. Guys, we got 4,500. Thanks, J5. We got 4,500 subscriptions. I love Marlins. That one looks like a Marlin. It's a Taurus, Rossi Taurus Rio Grande. Fired up. What's up? Welcome back, buddy. Favorite gun? I don't really have a favorite. They're kind of all together. I think, Auga. Back to 112 in the chat. Wow, guys. Used to have a ranch hand. Nice. Nice collection, bud. Thank you. You ready for the zombie apocalypse? Yep. Yeah, I know what a ranch hand is. I believe so. I think it's a Rossi, right? Or is it a, yeah, I think that'd be a Rossi ranch hand. Condolences, frequent spray with We Could Liberate You. Yeah. Do you use electric dehumidifiers in gun safes? Hide behind. I live in southern Arizona, so we don't get very much moisture. I have a 410 single shot right there. Ivor Johnson. There, I went blank for a while. Ivor Johnson, single shot 410 right there, Mr. Fired Up. You like double barrels. Thank you, Chappelle. Appreciate you. Like and subscribe. Looks like my gun room. There you go. I qualified #1 twice in a row on the M16 in military. Charles, nice for you. Are you in the military, though? Maybe something else you didn't qualify for. If you are, appreciate your service, Charles. Fired Up says, nice. Thank you, man. Like and subscribe, guys. Double tap that screen if you like what you see. Appreciate you. Olympics says, no, think that the gun, that shot. I have no idea what you mean. That's clutch action 410. It's a single shot, so I'm not sure what you call it. Not really sure. Okay, there you go. Olympico, unfortunately, we don't want to talk about that here. Oh, that's funny. I pushed at the same time you did, Zeus, so it messed it up. We're good, though. I re-hit him. Lever Action Beauty, thank you. Yeah, it's a Rossi Ranch hand, but I think the mare's leg looks better with a shorter. Yeah, you like that. Any revolver rifles? I don't have any, Dave. I thought about getting the, someday, the Heritage Rough Rider that shoots the 22, where you can change the cylinders out as well. I forget what that one's called. Murray Scott says, hi. Hey, buddy. Hide behind. Welcome back. Do viewers know that buying a gun safe is tax deductible? I don't know. Is it? I mean, technically, since YouTube's another business for me, I can use some stuff as tax deductibles now. Because I'm making money off of YouTube, so I can use them at that. I don't have a 50AE, Mr. Chappelle. No 50As. We have a 500 Magnum Research right there, BFR. Well, Jerome, I saw I was making sure it was still gone. Yeah. That was weird, right? Beautiful. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you. John's Life says, I haven't had much in revolvers lately, just my TAR 66 old model I carry hiking. Nice. What's up, Forsaken Fan? You're coming in right in time. We're going to break off in like 6-7 minutes. Been on for almost 2 hours. Will be high, the little black one. That is a 32 Smith & Wesson short. 500 you got there. Sweet. Yep. High behind. How is that? 6767. We don't even need to talk about that. Flubby says guns. Let's see here. Whoa there. What happened? So Forsaken, he's fine. Where's that at? It's the other guy. 32. Yes, yeah, it is. Police positive is always a cool piece. Yes, those two are both police positives. 32 Smith & Wesson long, 3220. It's a special variant, kind of rare. Best revolver, you're thinking 500 Smith & Wesson. A beauty, thank you. Cattleman revolver. That one kind of looks like a Cattleman single action army right there. It's a Cimarron 40 Colt, 45 Colt Blair. Sounds life. I'm doing camping. I usually carry a 308 battle rifle. There you go. Can't go wrong with a 22 long revolver. There you go. Just touching the screen, YouTube, nothing else. What is the kid and the dumb success? Yeah, I know. Tax a couple. Yeah, they should get you gun oil for Christmas, or as we say, gun early. There we go. So original, hide behind it. Don't even pay taxes. So don't do that work. You don't pay taxes? This is whoop. You got my sub. Thank you, Ralph. Appreciate you. 73 in the chat, 204 likes. 357 Magnum is probably my favorite revolver. I have one right there. It's a Ruger Blackhawk original, or new. I got a 3220 and 38 special and a 20 long rifle. Police positive, love them things. Nice Ruger. My favorite revolver round is 38. Technically, it's a 9mm bullet. 357 is as well. Bye-bye, sir. Nice to meet you. See you, Chappelle. Thank you for coming up. Got Jerome. There you go. Oh, I already got him too, in a way. He's been on here before. Yeah, it's a Blackhawk. Got any pirate guns? No, I do not. Very nice, says J5. Thank you. Yeah, Forsaken's been on here a lot. The other guy was some weirdo that decided to chant along with him. 9 for a punch. There you go. How's it going? Shot Talks AZ. Shot Talk AZ. I forget, you're from Arizona, right? You got us right in time, buddy. Double tap the screen before I leave. Is that an Ivor Johnson 32 and Smith & Wesson on the table? Yes. That one's an Ivor Johnson 32. That one there's an Ivor Johnson 38. Behind it's a 38 police positive, or police safety. Do you have a 30 Smith & Wesson on the police positives? Yes. Or a 32? That's a 32 Smith & Wesson long police positive. That's the 3220 police positive. Both early 1900s. Welcome, Shot Talk. Drum taxes pay me. You like pugs? They're okay, Tublin. They're not my favorite, but I think they're okay. Love your collection, man. Thank you. Welcome, Tubi. Oh, Tobin Ross. Appreciate you showing up. Phoenix, Arizona, North Central. Nice. Shot Talk. I live near Benson by Fort Huachuca area. Just don't ever get a High Point or an Arizona Arms. I've heard of Phoenix Arms, not Arizona Arms. High Points are actually better than you think, J5. If you haven't tried one, don't give them garbage. They actually work pretty good. Goose says, I need to fix my Ivor Johnson 38. The lockup is a bit loose. Gotcha. Just decided to purchase 80 gun safe by Remington. Wow, nice hide behind. Getting a VR headset for Christmas. Forsaken, cool. Jeff says hello. Got the VR headset, says Fred. There you go. Look like a, sweet little family of revolvers. Yeah, the mommy and daddy. We got the daddy and the mommy there. Forsaken me. Breeches. I don't know. They made 32 Smith & Wesson long. Yeah, that one right there is. Although that's a pretty common one. The 3220 is even more rare. Never got Ruger pistols. I like the Smith & Wesson heavy frames. There you go. I have to keep my eye out for one, says Rager. Ruger, I need to subscribe this time. Thank you, Fired. Peace out, brother. Thanks again, and I'll keep thinking of some ideas for things for the channel. Yes, Dave Murphy, for the, if you want, I put a short that's members only, so you'll be able to see that, Dave. Click on it and make comments on that. Currently, you're the only member, so you'll be the only one seeing those. Guessing you hunt, says Jeff. Yes, what's the best revolver that's out there? Smith & Wesson's Big V. With the Oculus 2 VR, sorry about the sound. It's Forsaken. I don't know. The High Point 995 is actually really good. Don't understand the hate. It's because they look ugly and people don't like that UGG, but they work. If you don't like it, then don't buy it, but don't be talking bad about it. Gun you don't own, right? Hey, we got someone from India, or Bangladesh, actually. Welcome, Gain. What's your all-time favorite firearm, buddy? Big V, I don't really have an all-time favorite. Pretty close would be a 1911 or my TTI Canet Combat. You carry 6.86 plus. Cobra, that's a good one. That's a good one. The 995 is stupendously fun and accurate. Sweet. What's your oldest gun? Perry VR. My oldest gun is the Kentucky percussion cap and ball from like 1840s right there. 2225 pocket pistols are fun to collect. I have a 2245 in there. It's a Mark IV. Ralph's is, but I do have Ruger Mark 11 22. Oh, Mark II. Okay, great for shooting. Mine's a Mark IV. I started with 5.86, but got to 6.86. Yeah, 6.86 Deluxe or whatever you call them are nice. They're just pretty expensive. What's your favorite gun that you give that I have? Perry, I don't really have a favorite of everything. Any Browning BLRs? I do not. I don't actually even own a Browning Herrera. I don't have a Browning, a Keltec, a Benelli, or what was the other brand? I forget. Love 357 mag. Yeah, I think they're nice too. Is that a BFR 4570 really that bad to shoot? Goose Hat. That's actually a 500 Smith & Wesson BFR in the back. It's pretty hard to shoot. Rained it in Arizona. Shot Talks. We just got rain a little bit ago while we were talking here about an hour ago. All you Arizonians know what that means. Open deserts. Ooh, good. Yeah. You do have a Remington M700. Yeah, I have two bad. I have two 700s. 30-06 and a 270. Forsaken, the VR only stays charged like an hour. It's really bad. Plus, it gets super heavy. Zeus, you need new batteries for it then. What's your favorite revolver? Thorn Saw, the 460 right there. Smith & Wesson. Makes your face super sweaty too. What's your longest gun? Perry, my 338 Lapua sniper rifle. Yes, we did. The Mark II was my first pistol when I got a permit. Nice. Forsaken says, okay, Zeus. Well, guys, I got to quit. I'm sorry. I know there's 75 in the chat, but I got to quit. My throat's going out. If I was telling you some shoulder busters. Yeah, I don't have any 4570s eventually. I'll help 500 Smith & Wesson. Yep, that one is, buddy. For government, and it's one of the most powerful revolvers. Yep. All right, guys, I got to go. I've been on for a little over 2 hours. Throat's getting kind of raspy here, so thank you all. Desert, reach out to me. How do I, buddy? Let me screenshot. What's your channel name? Let's see if I can find it. See if I can find your channel name. Where you at, bud? Can you drop your handle, buddy, in the chat? My name is... okay, there you go. Yeah, I'd love to connect with you. Old words of wisdom. Do not put all eggs in one basket. High points, work plain and simple. There you go. Guys, time to go. 82 of you in the chat. I've been on for 2 hours and 3 minutes. Getting kind of a sore throat. So, guys, appreciate you showing up. Like and subscribe. We thank you for the subscriptions. We just passed 4,511 subscriptions. That'll probably roll back to lower than 4,500 tonight, just how it is. Same to you, Talk, AZ. Yep. And so, anyways, we got to go. We do have super chats on now and super jewels, and we got monetized. So, no donations today is what it is. Anyways, guys, thanks for coming by to Desert Armory and more. Appreciate you a lot. Thanks for making the channel great, other than you trolls and the people that ask dumb questions all the time. But appreciate y'all. When life gives you lemons, trust God in times of uncertainties instead, and ask him for help, and he will guide you, and he will shine a light on your path. Thank you all. You have a blessed day, blessed night, blessed rest of your life. Till next time, folks, Desert Armory out.